actual no-shit helicopter crew today, so that's nice enough on its own. We've got 3 guys coming in flying for us, part of our new sort of revamping of Battle Axe. So if you look over there, you got Riddle, Sykes, and Jupp. Jupp, Sykes, Riddle, you guys just work out kind of how you're going to organize it. I really don't care.
Wait, I don't even have Jupp. What the fuck's sake?
Yeah, I must say, you don't have Jupp either. Well, Jupp officially left one too. But,
Dead?
yeah, he's in the flight section now. Did he not notify you?
No.
Jupp, you suck.
Fuck you, Jupp.
Jupp's officially a traitor.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm busy. Fucking Riddle flies helicopters for a living, and he still keeps in touch. Anyway, reference your maps. So what we're going to be doing is, first of all, we're going to figure out how many birds we need. I'm pretty sure we can take what we got and stick it on the bird, but if we can't, we'll take 2 in. But we're going to be coming in with the primary LZ of LZ Bulldog. If that doesn't pan out, the pilot's discretion, he'll call it. He'll come back to back up LZ Husky. It's not really a big deal. It's just deeper in enemy territory, but it's kind of a more open area. Right now, 4th Platoon's in contact at a downed U.S. Air Force fixed wing, specifically being used by the CIA at the previously until it nosedived into the ground. So what's going on right now is 4th Platoon set up a perimeter, and they had some Navy divers come out and start trying to extract what they could from that downed aircraft. No known survivors at this time, but they have been pulling out things like maps, radios, and other communications equipment. Right. So when we get there, what's going to happen is we're going to take up an immediate defensive position in and along with 4th Platoon. It doesn't have to be anything organized, honestly. I mean, we want to get in there and take up positions, but it's going to probably look something like 1-2, on the front side here where most of the enemies appear to be coming from, and 1-1, on the left side here, guys. It doesn't have to be crazy. I think there's like fucking 4 of you for each squad right now. So it's too easy. From that point, 1-1, just send 1 or 2 guys back to the aircraft, and they've got some kind of like little tent set up back there. Just start grabbing the shit they've got, right? Putting it in your backpacks. If it's radios, if it's maps, if it's whatever, grab it, stick it in your backpack, and hang on to it. Don't fuck with it, right? Might be sensitive. Don't try to mess with it. Just stick it in your fucking backpack and move on. Because what's going to happen is we're going to try to secure the area. We're going to try to kind of lock things down. We're going to try to get things squared away. If we cannot, then we're going to kind of punch out to the east towards LZ Dino. Once we get to LZ Dino, we'll attempt to extract the equipment. If we're at an index period or we're unable to continue, we will attempt to extract. If we're able to do that relatively quickly and easily enough, then we'll probably swing around and attempt to essentially push any enemy forces that are encroaching towards 4th Platoon's last AO, kind of pincer them out, okay? Because there's combat going on all up into this area, and we're going to be behind it. All right, so we got to be careful about calling in airstrikes as well, because we got friendlies to our north and northeast. But with that in mind, I'm trying to think here. We should be able to get resupply in there. I'm going to get us some boxes laid down here in just a second, just throw some basic shit in there. It shouldn't be that hard. It's a nice open area. It's just going to be a matter of volume of fire, right? If the birds can come in and just kind of drop the shit on us, great. Odds of them landing anywhere near us, though, it's a pretty tight zone, right? Got a lot going on, so don't bank on that. Medevacs, if we have to do medevacs, we're going to have to get the people, the individual out of the zone somehow, because again, we're not going to be able to land a bird inside the kill zone, and you're not going to be able to get a troop out here because you're going to be in the open, and you're probably going to get, diced up, okay? So we'll just have to handle medevac on case by case. Same for reinserts. Let's see, we do not have any type of fire support, but we do have Battle Axe on for CAS, so your radio men need to be monitoring 8-1, which brings me to my next caveat. I'm not going to be getting off the bird, alright? I'm going to be organizing this one from the aircraft, so I'm going to be sitting on the helicopter with them as we orbit the AO, so therefore I will not be calling in tasking either, because I see about as much as the helicopter sees, okay? So, 1-1s, so Cahill and Preacher are going to have to be the ones that are directing your CAS. Like I said, I'll still organize movements from the air, but I just won't be bringing in CAS. Let's see here. With that information right there, do we have any questions so far? Okay, too easy. Alright then, I'm going to lay down 2 crates for us. They'll just be somewhere in the middle here. And it'll be 1-1 and 1-2. You guys just grab a box. Let me clear it out first. And then we can start loading up our resupply.
Could we take a 50 in as a heavy force multiplier?
Yeah, if you want to. That's 1-2's call.
Go grab it, Jazz.
Okie dokie.
Can we also take a tank in as a force multiplier?
Yeah, we'll put it in the chopper.
Cool.
Yeah, no.
The Huey can't lift a tank, so I don't think we're going to be able to use it.
It's fine. Fine, I've just watched Ant-Man today. We can make it happen.
Any update on the potential bolster to our ranks?
Well, it's Foxer who's running that rabbit, so I have no idea.
Gotcha.
Hey, Foxer.
Yo.
Question for you, buddy. Come here.
Alright, there's 1-1's box. There's 1-2's box. I'm gonna put it a little further away so we don't get confused again. Alright.
So that's 1-1.
Alright.
Yeah.
Karina, you take our box and go and shove your medical stuff in, and we'll shove whatever we need in.
Alright, there's a medical box over by the teleport pole behind you.
Up, Judge.
Yeah.
Ask Foxer that question that you asked just.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
They,
Then
there don't appear to be
I'll
50s
ask
in the
I don't
arsenal
want to
question
pester him
mark.
about it. 'cause
Oh, I
know
can
he's
fix that
talking
for
to
you,
me
Jazz.
about
I'll put a
it lot.
50 over there and you can dismantle it.
I'm gonna pester him about it.
I'm
I'm
the
the one
Rock
who's got
Squad
to fucking
fam.
deal with these guys when he gets them through. So what's happening with those guys you're recruiting?
Some of them are overseas, some of them are doing other stuff. I'm about to wait for everybody to get back on and talk to
Hello,
everybody.
preacher. How are we
Right,
going in these airstrikes?
Fair
I'm
enough.
like completely oblivious.
You, this is me, this is them,
he's,
erase them. No,
We should be on tomorrow.
best
We're
way
I'm
is
sending all my
we'll
medical
be able to
intel
use like
right
signal smokes to mark our location, reference it to the
That's,
bird, bird confirms they
Thompson
see
guy
it,
was a no-go.
figure out the direction you want to
Gotcha.
call it in,
Never got back in
try
touch with
not
me.
to kill friendlies. That's the best way to do it.
There you go,
The most
Jazz.
of it there is try not to kill friendlies.
Excuse me, Foxer.
Except for Mike. Feel free to drop a Huey
No,
right
because
on
he's
his
not going
face.
to far from me, and that's going to suck for me.
Hey, Simcock, one thing that you may want to do, it's your call. You can
I
dismantle
know,
that 50
Romeo.
cal and put it in your resupply box and just have it dropped into you if you want your guys to be kitted out. It's your call.
Metal
Yeah, we'll do
1
that.
Romeo,
Okay.
Metal 1-2 Romeo.
Oh,
This preacher.
baby,
Guys,
how
we're popping
sweet.
these in the crate for now.
Oh, beautiful.
So, we're
Sweet
operating
love to-
independently as a squad, yeah.
I'm
Yep.
concerned about Jazz.
Yeah, I'm 1-6, and you'll be acting independently
him
just
talking
in the
his
event
gun.
that there's a bunch of late shows. Because the last thing I want to do is have to make a platoon out of a squad with me down on the
What
ground.
he's saying to it that concerns me.
You never watched Full Metal Jacket?
Case, thanks
No.
to Michael and I could leverage out the work, and he could pass on
We
radio
would-
messages to 1-7. I could do the J-tacking, but
We
you know,
would,
we're-
but he's got a fire team as well, so it's just like...
Yeah, I don't have
Hey,
an
Karina,
SDL, so I have
it's
to
his
do
rifle.
one actual and one
There are many like it, but this one is his.
okay.
Jesus
I'm out of view myself. What's so? I got the Metal 1-2 Romeo.
Let's not get me copyrighted today. Like,
Battle
one
axe.
video, that's all.
I quoted a fell. I quoted like the paraphrase of a fell. I don't think that's gonna
No,
be.
I know, but every time I end up putting something goes wrong.
Oh.
Every time.
Mike,
Yeah, Church.
Yeah.
Make sure you get your
I mean,
box
first
loaded
off, I
up.
want to make
Oh,
sure
they're
some
doing it already?
magazines going there, because, you know, I'm not taking care of that.
okay.
There is a backpack in there
Should
that is
be
full of
control
ammunition
shift
for the
C.
60. The idea being that you can just like fucking grab it and fucking bring it.
a lot of it's
So like, you
Pop
switch
some-
out your bag for it, and then you can just, because then my theory is you can come and dump it next to me, and then I can just switch back.
Now, bear in mind, the CAS guys, they have yet to do an
spawning in with
official
20
training on their end, so
rounds,
if you've had the call for fire training and all that, it's as it has been up to this point, right? So unless you're telling them, like, exactly, like, what line it is and all that, like, so up to this point, do like you normally would do. They're going to be revamping what it is to be, you know, a pilot here soon, so just bear that in mind.
Basically, when I'm
Entry point, yeah, inbound point, and, I think it's the egress, I can't remember what the fuck it stands for. Oh. Gotcha.
For T-Far, how do you?
No, I think he's talking about like a battle point, like a predetermined. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. You're like your volume for me.
Is that our box?
Yeah, I'm taking it till it's to the
I
outside.
have kill box 1 alpha for the day.
Box moving. Box moving.
I'm just gonna.
Boxer nearly just got himself whacked in the face with this box.
Box moving.
No, so did I.
I mean, once we get on the radio,
Uh,
it'll be better, I guess.
Be sure we want to stick it next to 1-1's box?
It's fine. I was on the left because we all shoot lefty.
Well, speak for yourself.
And
Curtis,
lefty.
man.
So there's
Both
just
guns.
I'm a lefty. There's
Oh,
nobody
yeah,
else.
Yeah.
it's not even 1-1's box. It's just
It's nice to
it's
meet,
fine. This is
right-minded
smart enough
people.
to not break stuff and put the wrong stuff in the
Alright.
box.
Instead of these weird fucking right-handed people who think they own the world.
What do you mean the majority of the human
The
race?
right-minded kind.
The mutants that have been mutated to be right-handed, yeah,
Yep.
those guys.
We got 15 people, including you three.
I'm not a ginger.
Don't think we
That
got
is
enough room in the slick for that. How many seats does that thing have?
Know what colour my hair is,
So
Jess.
you guys will have to do a temporary, like, two plus one crew, you know what I mean, until you can insert us, and then have, you guys can RTB and change over to two, one full crew. It's your call.
Hey guys of 1-2, very please.
Okay, well, I mean,
Stints.
theoretically, all three of you would run together, because, we should only need one bird.
Or what
But-
now? Sorry, splints. Did you say?
Or splints.
There's your,
Okay, I'll
there's your
make sure I
poll
load myself
for the go
Just
back.
in case. Just because
Just, go ahead
I
and go to the
have
helicopter
12
when you
in
get
there
time.
and I've got 6 on me. And knowing you fucker.
Grab another.
Well, we do draw a lot of fire, and there is going to be a 50 cal, so we are going to get shot at all.
I know. However, contrary to popular belief,
That makes sense.
amazing because then I don't have to do 4 at one time.
Oh wait, so if somebody's been shot in both arms, you only have to splint one arm, sort of thing?
Yes.
Nice.
That is correct.
That is a spicy fucking meatball.
Makes me happy. Why I ask you guys to hold them because I don't have enough room.
How do I?
I have found that you can access the arsenal by just spinning around from where I'm standing. Because the arsenal is apparently right fucking here, according to my screen, and that is fine.
Hey, Simcock.
Yo.
Do you have a grenade launcher?
Yes.
Can you grab some red smoke out of that with it?
Red smoke.
What?
Sure.
Just
Why'd
for
you
the
need
cast
red?
runs?
Sure.
Like a mark.
Yeah, that's smart.
I mean, I carry red smoke anyway, but I can carry the launcher. Yeah, just give me a sec.
Wait, yeah, you can. Can't you do it out your underslung, mate?
Just for the record, avoid
yeah.
using
Yeah, I
yellow
got
for anything other than marking, like, specific things like LZs or, medical points. Like, basically, you'd want to use blue, ideally. In a perfect world. Yeah.
What if I use pink?
Yeah, what about pink?
That would be a mouse cast dum
Let 'em
dums.
Oh, that's purple.
Is there actually pink ass smoke?
Oh, I fucking hope so.
I will
I
make
mean, we mix it with a little white. I don't see hot.
What's that? Meek says it's okay to use pink smoke.
Yeah, pretty much.
I feel like I might be okay on boxes now. I've just been like mindlessly
Well,
dumping them
so
in.
the
and I
way
feel
that
like-
works for us, guys, is on the
A lot of
broken arrow
boxes.
thing, is if we ever get that, then that tells Zeus to start spawning in aircraft that are just going to start nuking everything around us.
Oh please,
Yes.
let there be a broken arrow.
Yeah, broken
please.
arrow.
That's what our broken arrow is in
I
this game.
want a broken arrow so bad.
What about a wonky arrow?
Oh, I want
Every
broken arrow.
1,000 feet.
What about a crooked arrow?
No, because then there's no telling where that would land.
Yeah.
What about a red arrow?
Well, they are non-combat aircraft,
cool.
so that wouldn't do an awful lot of good with it.
Poison arrow.
With fancy stunts in the air, guys.
Mike,
They'd forget
Mike,
they were even
Mike,
fighting war,
Mike,
yeah?
Mike, sandbag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Handbags?
Because
Sandbags. Because I don't. Can we make trenches on this map?
No, we can't.
No, but we can put
Yeah.
sandbags
Move
down.
me, Cat.
It was
Cool.
tested this time. We can actually do trenches this time.
We can do trenches if we take sandbags. They take
all
a
loading
bit
some
of fucking
sandbags
around
up.
because you got to like fill them and then position them manually. Also, I've put in like 30 sandbags in, so that should be enough.
Alright, that's good. How many of these fucking... Yeah.
So, dickheads.
Yes. That was
Speaking. Turn around.
Guys, that's what I thought. He's actually making a trench.
All right.
This
Well,
is
I'll
a
put an
different
E-tool in
map.
those.
That's
It does work on here. Alright.
Well, we'll take an E-tool as well.
Yeah, I'll grab the E-tool.
which
Yeah,
is why I
I'm not
asked because I
going to
know
be
we are on a
taking
different map.
Yeah, save your space, I'll grab the E-tool, guys.
I need the space for my fucking... for my splints.
Fucking Arsenal's a pain in the dick to get onto here.
Okay, I don't need to carry a
Thank you,
second
Willis.
torch or a set of lanterns.
Look at this. Do you think we need anything else?
The answer is going to be a yes, you know that.
Resounding yes.
Holy crap!
Firm yes. An erect yes.
A moist yes.
Oh, moist.
That's more than what my box said. Sure.
Oh yeah, this is for general use.
It looks I mean, basically, if I run out, I'm coming to your box, so.
So,
Okay.
The month reset, so you lost your spot.
Johnson,
Yes.
go grab a 60. Foxer, what have you got? Where is Foxer?
I got them in there already. I filled it.
I'm fine. I
What
got
have you got?
There's 37 red smokes in there. I'm pretty sure there's like 37 red smokes.
Alright, do you wanna... I guess we don't really need an ammo bearer if we're just gonna have a crate right next to it.
Alright, so,
I had the
you'll
shit ton of
be
AC, by the way.
chalk 1. So, fucking, I'm gonna be hopping into that bird, right? Because I need to know which one...
So what you and I are going to be doing in this Foxer is we're going to be running ad hoc ammo bearer for these guys.
Roger.
There is,
that'll
for
be
both of
chalk
your
one,
reference, wherever you
that
are,
one will be chalk
there is a
2, and of
backpack
course
in
I'll
here
be
that
chalk
is
3,
actually
and
full of
then back
rounds.
base and drop
The
off.
idea being, you can run up to a machine gunner, drop the backpack, they switch their backpack out, you take that backpack and take it back, refill it, chuck it back in.
But,
I figure it'll be quicker to be able to just go bang bang.
Why do I have a hand
Because
signal on?
sometimes you can't put stuff in each other's backpacks because it's fucking retarded, so it has to put stuff on the floor. So if you can just walk up, drop a backpack, take the other backpack, and fucking go.
you know,
The good thing is you can put things in each other's butts.
But, I mean, looking around, like, I don't think we're gonna need it tonight. If you need to,
There
you
was
switch
something else
over,
I thought
obviously,
of.
but,
Oh yeah, spare barrels. Preacher, how did you have spare barrels for your M60s in the last up?
They're under miscellaneous ammo,
not
but they're
even
not
running one right now, okay.
whitelisted.
So you have to request them basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would be certainly cool. Frankly, if Johnny had shown up, I would have just went ahead and sent
That's
two birds.
kind of annoying. But there's a spare M60, so fuck it, what it is. Time to party. Bloody
Metal
hell.
1-6, Metal 1-2, Romeo radio check over.
Roger, alright guys.
Alright, so Upchurch, are you here?
Alright, 1-2, if you finish filling the crate, that is great. Get it. Because why, Mike?
I'm not going to keep my frag grenade on my body.
It wouldn't be 1-2
I'm
if it
keeping mine in my body.
hadn't happened, you know.
You're back.
Alright, everybody get on.
I think we're going to be getting ready for the thing that we do while we load shit up and go and get killed.
Alright, Simcock, you're gonna be in chalk too. Which if you haven't landed.
And me.
I'm in chalk ice.
Realism purposes. Fragging.
Huh?
Fragging.
What about it?
Can I frag Simcock?
No.
Aw.
Let's when you guys go over there, make sure you put your box with that box so the pilots aren't having a shit time trying to grab your resupply.
Frag.
Roger.
Wheelers, you're gonna be in chalk 1.
Foxer, you're grabbing our crate and we're going to move now. Dock 2, remember guys.
Okay.
You take. Alright, let's go guys. Remember, we're in chalk ice.
Oh my.
Is it blue ice?
Yes.
No, it's vanilla ice.
I thought it was black ice.
What about black
Pretty
guys?
fly for white guys.
So you never see black ice coming.
Alright, put your little boxy thing right here, and also...
Dude, you just hit me in the head.
yes, he did.
Oh no! Okay.
God damn it.
I got her. I got it. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Hey Joe,
You have a helmet.
technical question. What's the minimum
Nobody.
DLC you need?
I'll hit my chest.
Alright, hop in your rifle copters when you're
So
ready.
someone that wanted to join the unit,
Yeah,
what's the
1-2,
minimum
chalk
DLC?
2.
Is there none? Excellent. I've got a recruit in that case. I was talking to him earlier, and he's in my ESO guild. He's like, I really want to play armor, but I can't find a good.
Hey Karina,
Yes.
is it an infringement of copyright if we sing Colonel Pepper?
I don't know the song. Fun. Oh god. Let's not. Okay.
It's not a registered song or anything, it's just something that's whistled in military circumstances.
I know, and the only thing that comes to mind when you start singing that is breakfast.
Breakfast Club?
Yes, they fit in breakfast.
That's a goddamn fucking legacy.
movie if they do it in Breakfast Club.
I know, right? Forget about me. Did you do any other porn in Breakfast Club?
Hey, it's Mike. Be aware, I'm going to be on, obviously going to be on crew comms because I've hopped on one of the guns by accident, but fuck it. YOLO.
Fun. How would you like? Hashtag YOLO.
Hashtag swag.
What are all the... What does hashtag mean?
You know what? I don't know. I am so fucking old that I don't know where that shit started, and it confuses me.
It started in IRC, what are you talking about? You never used IRC? You're not too fucking old for IRC.
I never used IRC. I went straight to MSN.
It's basic coding, for fuck's sake. Hashtags are
I
used to
know.
declare a variable.
No, I know.
Well, not a variable.
I was doing it for immersion purposes. What happened to Crowley? Why is he not
Oh.
here?
Oh, Crowley had to be away this week. Gone down south.
He's smoking crack with hookers.
Yes. I honestly thought you were being serious, Screamer.
No, I wasn't being serious. I was trying to do it for immersion purposes.
I was gonna fucking say, that is basic coding.
No, I know it is.
So the guy
called
it variable. You know, except for in HTML, but
HTML is
HTML is not a real coding language.
HTML can fucking suck a big dick.
I'd like to remind everyone at this early stage that somebody's cigar smoke got them fucking murked on the last op, so...
Yes, preach.
Everybody dismount.
Everybody needs to dismount.
What?
Oh, the rotor's fucked.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Wait, how is it? Well, this is good. I forgot my cigar.
Obviously on the guns, I could see the status of the vehicle.
Your rafflecopter break?
Apparently.
Alright, no problem.
This thing, but no.
No.
See, I've tried to Zeus a helicopter in before, so maybe step back. Yo.
Oh, I'm saying right fuck here. Fuck you guys.
I mean, yeah, that's where I was gonna go.
What kind of magic
If you want.
that?
Look at that. It's like it's a new helicopter. That's weird.
Whoa!
Our repair guys work fast.
There's a pole right there.
Oh! No, that's not what I wanted.
Is that one broken too?
No, I got in the wrong spot.
Wouldn't be such a shit.
Oh.
I just jumped in the crew chief spot.
I know, right?
Rocking good start, aren't we? Hey, get out of the helicopter. Not you.
Oh, fucking hell. It is.
Is it
Did it
broken
just break
again?
again?
1, 2 are too fat. And why am I walking?
You know what? Look, I know I'm fat, but you don't need to fat shame me, Jazz. Jesus.
Hey, look, I've been putting pounds on as well, big sure, it's alright.
Alright, dickheads. 1, 2, go ahead and start walking. Yep. See you guys. Have fun. I'll see you in a little while. Oh, I really need to get a new helipad here.
You know what I'm talking about. I don't know.
Copyright.
Okay, Peter, you can stop doing Jurassic Park now.
They're all fired.
Thank God.
You have to pay me to fire me. Touché. And I'm certainly not going to free you from any indentured servitude. It would appear
There's
you
only
have
one
me by
person
this
that I'm indentured
socket.
to, and she enjoys having me around.
Somebody had to. Whee!
Well, it certainly wasn't my mother.
Woo! Man, whose mothers do care about them? Jesus. Mike's sure as hell doesn't.
I talked to my mother.
Maybe you hate her.
Yeah, we've fixed that relationship.
Oh, that's
Dude,
boring.
the first time I hugged my mom was the day I left for basic training, so, you know.
Oh, wow, holy shit.
I thought you spoke to your mom recently.
Oh, we speak. We just don't, you know. Let's put it this way. Do you want to know how well my family communicates? Babe, would you like to relay the latest story in Preacher's family's communication?
We found out through your ex that your brother passed the bar.
Oh, which one?
Where?
Which bar?
The one.
Mike's trying to be funny. Don't engage him.
I've got my own legal shit going on right now. I really don't need this.
But no, seriously, that's how I found out that my brother had graduated from university and been sworn in as a lawyer. Was from my ex. 3 hours hours after he posted it. I didn't even know.
That's pretty shit.
Yeah.
I thought my family was bad at talking to each other. But that's
It took them 2 years to tell me a relative had died.
Oh wow, that's impressive.
It was only because I asked after him, and I'm like, hey, how's Uncle? Oh yeah, he's dead. Wait, what?
So I gotta get on my comms.
Yeah, well, there's LZ Husky.
That's been around a minute.
Looks like we're going into Husky, boys and gals.
I heard it too.
Meadow 16, Meadow 12, Romeo 80, have you by how many over?
We're kidding about me being Peter, right?
What?
You're kidding about me being Peter, right?
David, speak up. I can't hear a fucking word you say.
Northeast, we're moving out northeast.
Corporal?
What's the walking moving?
When we came in, we had rounds coming at us from the north.
I was told to grab a 60. Who's my bearer? As it
We
currently
have ad hoc
stands...
bearers. Right, what's the march over there, dude?
Alright.
Well, we gotta go northeast to 4th Platoon HQ, so it's gonna be a rough 045 about that way.
Roger. We'll move forward on a column. And we follow in 1-1 in.
What's your march order, man?
March order is... Fox up ahead. Then Jazz and Johnson, I want you close to the middle and back. Karina, you're going to be in the middle. Preach, you're going to be just behind me. I'm going to be right behind Foxer.
What is the heading we're heading?
You sure you don't want me on 2, man?
Just behind 1-1. What's that, Jazz?
Do you not want me on the second position so I can at least get decent fields of fire?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
I
can take tail end Charlie if you want.
Well, I need you close to me, Preach, for the radio.
Send it,
Yeah,
over.
4-5 Fox, so let's take it so we're a little spread.
Stepping off time now.
Are we full in sound? Hey,
Roger,
disregard?
over.
Go fucking shoot some goose.
Be advised,
Jazzy Pants has got some fucking bugs to bear.
Be advised, guys, that there are lots of shots heading down there, so we're probably going to be going in hot.
Foxy, you might want to puff out that puff, because the smoke might get you blepped.
Yeah. Ignite,
It was literally getting people nailed between the eyes on the last stuff.
pass it down, stump your cigarettes now if you feel them lit.
Got 6, put them out.
Get a cigarette in your mouth, put it out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't die, that's for certain. Zombie Jazz is back. Zombie Jazz means business. RC checked you were dead in the field, question mark?
Yeah, that's what happened.
Holding.
Hold. Shifting heading 110.
110, shift heading.
God, it's like being in the Navy. All power to engines.
Fire 1 ping and 1 ping only.
I'm brash and honest. That was us shooting. Right. What do you want to do? Get up to the tree line, start putting down the height? Dropped.
You're ready to engage.
They're moving up to the tree line to return fire, so I guess we do the same question?
Roger, we're going to move up and do the same.
I'm on
Be prepared to cover one if they move. Contact 050.
Well, that gypped me right the fuck out. There's somebody in that brush directly in front of us. I can see smoke, I can see smoke. Yeah, pump it right into that fucking tall grass over there.
Coming behind that, guys. Be advised, bearing east to west coming through the sugar canes.
Yep, I'm hit it. Yeah, also to north and the north mic.
Roger.
We've been putting 40 mics into the sugarcane north.
Hey, where's 1-2 Axel?
Right here.
Hey, can I have him on me real quick? You walking wounded?
Nope.
That's right.
Whoa, we got far down.
You see those trenches? That's 1-4. That's what we need to get.
Hey, 1-2. Those trenches over there that you're shooting at? That's 4th platoon.
I mean the guy with the AK I'm pretty sure wasn't.
Well,
ignore that red.
Over there. As soon as we roughly is 4th platoon in the trenches, so don't shoot that.
No, don't shoot blue.
Hey, Simcott.
Yo.
I'm gonna make the fire team probe our eastern flank. I'm gonna make sure we can handrail this tree line all the way around east, then shoot northeast. I'm gonna make sure our east is clear. I'll radio back and let you know when you can fold in. What's up?
I'm
Okay.
gonna let you know now.
I thought I just said something to my left, but I'm not sure.
I definitely did. Alright, you guys are holding here for now while my fire team probes east, so just make sure we don't get shot in the ass.
Alright, preach on me, but.
Graham, keys on me.
Light up the sugar cane, guys.
Which bit? The bit where the red was?
Just in general, all over.
Alright, well ammunition will become
Exactly where they're at.
solidify our position.
Mike,
We
yeah,
are near LZ
more.
1 to my northeast, about 50 meters. Break. We'll be able to get heads on down Huey. Over.
Hey, Jazz.
Southern side of that sugarcane break. We have enemy forces moving in on that sugarcane. Request a gun run from east, southwest only on that sugarcane.
Want to move on to the south to cover fire in our way.
1-2.
Ready, one? Go.
We got an unknown sized element about 100 meters southeast of the trees. We got hit as soon as we stepped off.
Roger that. What advised?
We're going to dig in with
Roger,
you and watch the
RTB
right
for
flank.
cast frame, ETA 5.
Roger, do you want us to abandon this flank here then?
No, watch the left and watch the right. This is pretty much as
Roger
far
that.
as we're going to be able to get.
Roger that.
Alright, well I don't know how we're gonna get our resupplies and end up dropping the LZ behind.
I'll get preached. On me.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just relaying stuff in case they open the unit.
Yeah, I got you. I need you to radio up about. I need you to radio up about our supplies and what's happening with them because we're gonna run over here if we take too long.
I'm just gonna get them to suppress that in there first, if that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. Go for it. Johnson, where are you, bud?
50 mic gun right on that now.
Alright, gotcha. So,
Hey,
do you see where that ruined house is there?
Yep.
We need to cover from there through there.
Smoke marks the rough
Watch your
location.
fire.
Sierra, I'll pop smoke again at that time. Over.
That's our east flank. We need it clear. Unless that was in a fallback position right now.
Romeo, 1-2 Romeo out.
Mike.
Meta 1-6, Meta 1-2 Romeo 8.
Save it till we need it. Yeah, Mike, do we want to start planning for where the 50 mic's gonna go? 50 mic, I fucking wish the 50 mic's gonna go.
Meta 1-6, Meta 1-6, Meta 1-2 Romeo 8-0. Message over.
Going to be staying here.
Send it over.
50.
Interrogative from 1-2 actuals. We are amber on 60s over.
Because I got fucking McGee over here.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Loading.
Stand by for me. We don't have it on us right now anyway, so.
Be advised, resupply will not be able to come in until you can secure a spot for LZ or drop point. Over.
Figure it out.
Roger, no resupply until we can secure the LZ at this time. Out.
There you go.
Moving in so we can secure the LZ.
Fucking bushwookies, man.
They're in the trees,
the
man.
What's that?
This way, peekaboo.
Saying that we're not able to go anywhere right now.
They ran into a platoon-size element.
Okay. Because what I'm thinking is that it'll be Husky bombs. Supplies brought in there, and we get runners to bring them up.
It looks like they want to secure this supplier area for now, so that's what we're going to do. If that becomes impossible, then yeah, that would be an option. But for now, we're just going to try and secure this LZ.
Because for right now, we got
We're running around with LMG ammo as well, but if we start to run that, then I'll call it up.
Alright, I'm about to get a gunship ammunition that sugar cane once he's back on station. He was just in a
Main gun.
happening, right? Fucking... Wow, that's close.
That'll be our gun run that's probably blown
Oh,
something down
right there. That fucking burning wreckage of something.
Yeah, we just had a gun run over there.
Good.
Friendlies in front, friendlies in front.
I don't think they're gonna see the blue.
Should have head from the red smoke, pushing west, east to west.
Figure it out.
That was something.
Oh, fucking of course I jammed on the last round, didn't I? Reference my rock, Mike. Target's moving behind.
Roger.
I wasn't sure if that was one of ours or one of theirs.
Two, conserve ammo, conserve ammo. Shoot if you see ammo.
Getting down.
Yeah, we need fucking cross that fucking
H
line.
negative effect on that gun run.
Of where you started.
Right.
Whoa!
That's an RPG.
I don't think they like us.
You don't say!
Hey guys, I want you to get behind this tree real quick.
I'm good.
No.
I'm not gonna argue.
I want you to get behind the blue.
Hey, Foxer.
That's it. Push in. Behind the tree.
Are you seeing those RPG trails? About 80 meters from my flank. Over.
Hey, Preach, do you want me to mark it with smoke if I can?
Got blue going.
Yeah, hey,
No,
who
I'm
the
gonna
fuck
mark.
threw the... Where's the white smoke? Fuck! Stand by, I'm
Foxer.
gonna mark right away.
Oh!
I got an engine on.
If you can put smoke out. Roger that, be advised, red smoke right on enemy RPG position. If you see red, fucking rocket it to hell.
The red smoke worked.
I still see movement. I want to repeat that tasking.
Hey, we got somebody in.
Request immediate re-attack. I want to try and get them to walk it in a little closer, but honestly, I'm not 100% sure how accurate they can get right now.
They're on the flank, left flank.
On the left.
Mike, I need a trench parking right in front of me right now.
Roger.
Okay, Fox?
Alright, we just got
Bleeding out slowly. Yeah, I'm good.
No, you're not bleeding out. I
I would get down.
Battle axe.
that.
On target. There's a trench boss.
Battle axe, metal ones, you think you have good effect on target.
We've got
Task
a
request
bleeding
complete.
here.
I already fixed him.
It was Foxer.
Okay.
Target. Stand about further cast.
Roger. Good job, guys. Right, hold the line.
Red
Get
ammo.
back behind the trenches. Preach.
Yeah.
I need you to call up to 1-6.
Yep.
Actually, stand by. Johnson, ammo check. In fact, everybody in 1-2, I want to do an ace report now.
Red on ammo. Green, green.
Yeah.
Fuck. Johnson, how you looking on ammo?
Your trenches if they get close.
Johnson, what's your ammo like?
Amber on ammo.
Roger that. Hey, Preach card up on net. We're gonna be needing a resupply soon.
Yeah. I'm running ammo as well. Secure that LZ then.
Metal 1-6, Metal 1-6, 1-2 Romeo with message 80 over.
This is 1-6, send it, over.
Be advised at this time, Metal 1-2 Romeo requires that ammo resupply. We are carrying red on 60 ammo break. Suggesting insert for resupply LZ Husky break. We can relay up to our position, over.
Roger, Wilco, break. Send that up on 8-1, over.
Roger, relaying 8-1, 1-2 Romeo out. Battleaxe, Middle 1-2 Romeo on 8-1, how copy, over?
I just watched 4th Platoon get cut the fuck up from behind.
Battleaxe 1-2 Romeo requesting our resupply box dropped at LZ Husky. Say again, resupply dropped at LZ Husky break. We will have a runner meet you on the LZ to ferry to our position. We are red on ammo at this time, over.
Understand, immediate resupply, LZ Husky, and we'll advise we're 30 seconds out.
Roger, 1-2 Romeo out. Who's gonna be your runner, Mike?
Fox,
you're
up.
Yeah, what up?
You're gonna be my runner to go and get that crate from LZ Husky.
Which M60 needs ammo?
Wheelers will go with you for security.
Both of them, basically.
Yes, generally. One box should keep me over till the resupply.
Metal 1 Romeo to Metal 1-2 Romeo.
Oh, you just...
We got an LZ.
Good from
We got
1-2
an
Romeo.
LZ about 30 meters this way, 150.
30 meters, 150.
It's clear.
Just, yeah, never mind.
Go check it out.
What the fuck is that? Is that enemy? Oh, thank you, Johnson. Love you, Johnson. Is that enemy mortar coming in? I feel like that was enemy mortar.
Was that LZ for the supply drop, or was that just a general comment?
I don't know. I don't think he knows you're calling in supplies at Husky, or you've already called it in.
Okay. I don't really know what he was telling me then.
Oh my god, 4th Platoon have been lit the fuck up out there.
Yeah, it's 4th Platoon for you, what'd you expect?
No, but it means that that entire flank is weakened. They got up from their trenches, they started moving, and they just got shot to fuck from the tree line. And they're about to get shot to fuck again.
Oh, there's way.
Somebody dinked a friendly.
We've got hostiles behind that down helo, Jazz.
Yeah, we have, but there's also friendlies right next to it. All I can do through a downed helicopter.
Those friendlies are dead anyway.
No, they're not, they're moving.
Fucking hostiles are right on them. Yeah, there's one.
Happy I got to shoot
Looks
some.
like there's a sole survivor from
No, there's
4th
not,
Platoon.
they're all up. Really look at them, Mike. Get your binos out and look at them all by that fucking rock
I
structure.
must be at an awkward angle from what you can see then.
Look at that rock right there.
Oh, wow, yeah, I didn't see them over
Yeah,
there.
exactly. They're fucking cowering because they've got mortars coming in on them.
Roger.
Which is a point of concern, by the way, that the enemies have mortars. Just saying.
Hey, where the fuck is Preach? Where is Preach? Preach.
Radio man.
Where's my radio man?
I think you went to look at the LZ.
I kind of need my radio man with me. Yeah, go find him for me, please.
You don't need communication anymore, bro. I'm the other radio if you need it.
I mean, I'm not imperative, just need to have, you know, communication. Cool. What's Up Church doing currently, Cahill?
He's just setting up the other LZ behind us.
Roger. So my radio man's over there with him right now.
I think you just got yours back by.
Hey, Preach. Alright.
Hi.
Cool. Wasn't sure where you'd gone.
No, our LZ is about 100 meters that way. I'm basically thinking that this might be a good permanent LZ, so... And since we got, like, dogs going, do we want to call it, like, LZ Shepherd or something? Like... LZ Beagle.
LZ, shelter. Shelter.
LZ Dingo. Because it's pretty sure.
Alright, sounds like that helo's inbound. I'm gonna go meet at the LZ. Do you want to come with?
Yeah, I'm on my way. Guys, just hold position here. I'll be back.
Copy.
Celestia, you're in charge.
Shut up!
Wow. What the hell is fucking dropping those guys? Are they dropping fucking mortars on themselves?
I don't know.
This sugarcane's been way too quiet.
I know. It bothers me.
I'm gonna do the We Were Soldiers thing and shoot 3 rounds at anything I think is suspicious. I think that whole fucking tree line's suspicious. I'm really concerned about these mortars. Mike really didn't seem super concerned about the mortars, but I am really concerned about these mortars. Because they're mortars, and they're not ours.
Where's Breach?
He went to the LZ for the pickup.
He's with Zimbo down there, yeah.
Alright, my suggestion...
You need some...
Yeah, my suggestion is have the helis do a search.
Right. I'll relay.
Someone relay. Jesus fucking... It's a good job they've got such shit mortars, isn't it? They had proper 82mm fucking fragmentation.
It's either that or they're really shit at positioning.
Well, I just think there's not a lot of shrapnel coming off them, which is like a big threat for us.
Right. Usually it would be a big threat. However... Yeah, over here.
Alright. We're gonna have to start moving without supplies. Yo.
How are we gonna let them know that we moved?
Why are both of our radio men gone?
I don't fucking know. They just went.
Was that frag? I think that was
runner.
frag.
Need a runner.
Well, they can see something that's not sneak up on us.
Get back to...
They see something we don't.
Get low, whistle.
Get up.
Whoa.
Oh, fair enough. That wasn't targeted to spook us at all.
Yep, that's what I'm thinking.
1-2, pull back.
Come on, Jazz, back up.
Yeah, I'm fucking...
Johnson, pull back.
Oh, fucking hell, I didn't realise he'd been so busy with trenches. Crossing your line, crossing your line, crossing your line.
pull back to here, Celestia. We're waiting. Yo. Here.
Marco.
Hey guys, I got our box back here.
Roger.
Thanks for shit. I cannot wait for someone else to grab me some bullets.
Yes, Johnson, go and resupply now.
I mean, I'd rather keep a machine gun pointed out until the other one's ready.
Roger. Everybody else grab whatever you need.
About 1-2 Romeo. Be advised that this time we have order fire landing accurately within 50 meters from the positions we are backing off of previously established towards LZ Husky break. We are waiting to retest with an order. Short 1-1 will be giving you a sit rep here momentarily.
That's too low.
Where's that box? Mine.
As soon as you're redone, get back to Jazz.
Roger. Roger. Clear as mud. Over.
What's up, Jazz?
Oh, just because there was some important shit coming through on the radio, you might want to hear it. That's good. Where's this box? Is that our box?
Alright, so, called mortar fire coming within.
Hello, 1-2's box, you sexy.
Then that we're backing off for Husky. The 4-0 strike answer in with us, and that the center area of Bulldog here should be clear, or as clear as it can be to move across.
Nice to have belts again.
Yeah.
Where's 1-1's box?
Did they lose anybody, or is it just...
I've got a 100-round belt that they loaned me.
Yeah, Hey Mike, can you throw a red smoke right over on the other side of that burned out building?
Well,
Romeo, 1-2 Romeo, we copy.
No, I'm better. God.
Preach, red smoke's on.
Battle axe, metal 1-2 Romeo and 8-1, how copy over? Roger, be advised, draw attention to a red smoke requesting rocket run west-east. Say again, rocket run west-east break. Advise that you break to the north. We've had RPGs coming from that north side. You should flank around behind them and they will probably not try and target you. We hope.
Okay, understand west-east rocket run on...
Jesus fucking Christ, 4th platoon. Oh my Christ. What is he doing?
Whoa.
Have you seen this fucking 4th platoon guy? He's going a fucking Rambo.
This is metal 1-2 Romeo.
Where is
Dead
he?
on target.
Over there.
Mission complete.
Oh yeah, so
He just ran straight across my field of fire. I nearly fucking dropped him. Jeez, took the fuck out of me. I nearly spit taped my tea.
That's the most British angry thing I have ever heard. Sheriff, I almost spit taped my tea.
Boss, how dare you? Gave me an awful fright.
he is very important, Preach.
I say, Michael, do you have any smelling salts? I feel a little faint after that. Oh, seriously, that's fucking sad. That's what fucking boils off me, man.
They're just going to understand, Jess. Yo. What is the plan? Alright, Preach. Where are you? Preach up.
Hey, I think they're friendly.
Hey, Preacher.
Proviso.
Preacher, I need you to radio 1-1.
Okay.
Tell them we're ready to move.
Come again, that explosion seems interesting.
So tell them we're resupplied and ready to move.
Hey, Celestia.
Yes. enjoying Nam.
I love Vietnam.
I'm just glad I got to shoot something today.
Say again?
I said I'm just glad I got to shoot something.
Catching me up for 15 minutes, not giving you your kicks last time. I feel like patching me up for 15 minutes must have been like the most enjoyable option ever.
Yeah, but that high is worn off. And this is a different week.
A good point, well made. I've got a tree that's just clipping into my fucking view. I'm gonna move out here.
You want, yeah.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Because I'm trying to fucking see, and my vision's just full
See if
of
that's a
palm
possibility,
fronds.
and let me know if you have it recorded.
Was what a possibility?
I really am enjoying Vietnam. This is so fucking greedy.
Oh shit, that's a red smoke right near us.
Whoa!
Get it together.
Are you serious? That is in my face. Like, in my face.
This is Metal 1-2 Romeo.
You might
Advise
lay
there is
down
red
just in
smoke
case.
on the field. Do not target. That is 5 meters in front of my position. It is not one of our smokes. Over.
Fucking 4th platoon.
That is not on my position. It is not friendly at this time.
Once you get down, once you get down.
I think we need to move.
I think the red smoke was actually hostile.
Caution, potential watering.
1-2, push back.
Say.
Push back, push back.
Moving back.
Push back into the trees, 1-2.
They're coming out of the trees. This one's like
Breach.
We're playing Marco Polo today.
That's Mike.
Breach. Send traffic to 1-1. Tell them we're gonna push back. Need to link up with them.
We're gonna push back, link up with them?
Yeah.
1-1 Romeo, 1-2 Romeo on 8-0. Be advised, 1-2 is pushing off and moving to your location at this time.
We're breaking contact. We're moving now. Let's go. On me.
What are we doing in the box?
Leave it for now.
Leave the box. We'll come back for it. Maybe.
Alright, as long as we know where it is. It's got 50 mil on it. 50 mil. I keep saying, fucking hell, I wish it was a 50 mil. Yeah, you know what I mean. A 50 mil would be nice though.
They moved off and they've got fucking grenade range. Roger, you got Buku bad guys hurling frags. Battle Axe 1-2 Romeo, send 8-1.
They headed east, so
I swear to God, if that box gets hit and my fucking rounds go up, I'm gonna be embarrassed.
Popping white smoke.
I swear, Johnson, if our box gets hit and all our rounds go up in smoke, I'm gonna get my pistol out and fucking place
1-2. Let's go. Head to northeast. Do it now.
I have no idea where I'm going.
Northeast, yeah, straight across, northeast.
You want me to go?
Let's move. Go now. Everybody go.
Go it.
What?
Oh, my ammo box.
They've got set up their break.
Hey Mike, I thought I saw a pit helmet in front of us. We might have MDR mixed in here.
No idea where they are. Should be obvious. Over.
Roger, do me a favour, call up 1-1, ask them where they are. We need a location. I need to know where 1-1 is, guys.
they're on alert now.
Boxer, come on. And I'm lost.
officer earlier. He loaded a smoke and fired a frag.
Keep firing!
Trying to get with the smoke.
You okay?
Two squads.
Ooh, them top?
Tourniquet while you trace it.
Rockets coming in. Gas coming in.
What is Force Platoon doing?
Left side.
Okay, you're good.
As long as you can fire.
Oh wait! I don't know if that guy's civilian or if he's... Yeah, so. Dead.
Are you able to... Roger, we'll relay, wait out. I'm sorry.
I'll sit him, don't worry. Or you got him. Okay.
I didn't know where any of you were.
We're, in front of you and behind you.
Hey, 6 actual needs like an accurate count and description of what those items are. Stand by for
maps.
Short range radio, what else?
And cell phone.
Copy. 1612 Romeo 80. Sensitive items are as follows. One time short range radio. Break. 4 times maps at this time.
And I am starting to hurt for ammo a little bit there. I really wish we brought that.
Well, maybe we can set 2 to go recover. Roger, we're to continue resisting attack at this time. Break. Once it lightens up, we are to move to LZ Dino. Break. At which time, sensitive items will be extracted.
Left side.
I see him. I don't know if he's ours or if he's theirs. I can't tell if he's 4th platoon or not. He's 4th platoon.
1-1 on me. We're going to shift right 10 meters to the other side of the wreckage.
I have no idea.
Clear.
On my back.
We're going around the line. On me.
Mike.
He's with me. He's going this way. Call me.
Yeah.
Sticking with you.
Yep, that's. I mean, you got both machine guns and wheelers, so I think this is like the best place to be. I don't like that red smoke. That's bad red smoke. That's not friendly red smoke.
That's border. That's so border. I'm gonna hit the deck. I'm gonna come back here and hit the deck.
Come here, you. I got you.
Lay the fuck down. Foxer, lay the. Holy shit, no. Don't you dare be DC.
Bless you. I need a split my
Everyone
bag.
stay down.
You need a what?
Split my bag.
It's American voices.
You need me to do... Please go on I can't hear you. What?
Morton's coming in. Get down, Foxer.
Get down.
Oh, that's bad. That's on our fucking heads.
Guys.
Hold on. Alright, I'll get him in just a second.
Hey guys, behind. No, that's a fourth. That's a fourth.
It's too late, sorry. Yeah, sorry. I should have fucking called, but I knew they were there. My bad.
Hey guys, be advised. We need to hold the right flank as well. I need some eyes right.
I wish we had that 50
Come here, Mike.
Battle Axis 1-2 Romeo, be advised. Arrival with a medical emergency. I have you 5
I know, I'm on you. Got you.
Hey Foxer. I want you to take Johnson back to that right flank. Johnson, you were Foxer.
Johnson. Alright, moment.
Roger, give me 60 Sierra to confirm, over.
Thanks, sir.
Didn't got an advisory ammo on all MGs.
Bird is out of ammo right now. They want to go rearm. You cool?
What's that, sir?
The Bird is out of rockets, want to go rearm. Are you cool with that?
Yeah. We're going to need to rearm somehow as well. Any chance of
Romeo, 1-2 Romeo on 80, over.
It's in the jungle on our previous location. Like,
yeah, well, there's no way we're going to be able to get back to that.
Fucking get it, because there's not another box for us. We had one resupply.
It's too much open space for us to go and retrieve. We can get
Metal
another
1
box
Romeo,
brought to
Metal
us.
1 Romeo, Metal 1-2 Romeo, 80, over.
I love those fucking disgusting coming around us and
What are you gonna make do of, Jazz?
yeah, but the main issue is they come with like.
Hey, I gotta go climb 1-1.
5.56.
Just gotta make do. We gotta make do of, Jazz.
40 millimeters right there by the button. Right now.
Hello? Oh, so that just happens to be a fucking red smoke grenade now. That's great. Tell them to ignore that smoke grenade.
We can't. Breacher went off the
that shit. Holy fuck, why is it dropping so much? Alright, Jazz.
A bit further would have been good, but the movement seems to have stopped and there's no trace coming out of there, so I'm guessing Fragment must have dinged him. Guess we'll find out, won't we?
I see more guys back there.
On the right.
Behind the, we need to get behind the hut.
Okay, what the fuck? I'm aiming so high up and it's dropped. Is there something wrong with these fucking things?
Oh, well, there's every possibility it is armor. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that'll do.
There's no shots coming from. From that right?
Because we've got hostiles on our right. I've just sent Foxer and Johnson to deal with that.
drop
moving.
bag with 60 ammo drop down. Break.
Position.
1-2 had to abandon resupply due to enemy fire. Break. We are now back red on 60 ammo. Over.
Back in the air, contact him on 8-1 and make that request over.
Roger. 1-2 out.
He's dying.
He went down wrong.
Huh?
I was just dehydrated as fuck, so vaping is not wise, but I'm doing it anyway.
Reloading.
Loading. Where's the rest of 1-2? Like, where's the shit? Around that corner again?
I can't fucking do anything about it.
I'm gonna go look for Mike.
By far, we went to the right flank to see if it would collapse. Hear him though, so it's probably alright. Reckon it'd be uncool if I ran out and robbed the 60 gunner from 4th platoon of ammunition.
I'm not gonna complain, but
Because he's just fucking sitting there with a fucking MG on his back, like not doing. It's just he hasn't fired a fucking shot since we got here. What are you shooting at, man? Because it's really annoying.
maybe he's just shooting.
There's a downed body there that I think is quite dead, and he's just trying to make sure that it's fucking awful. And I can't get an angle on these trenches. Oh, what if I go here? I think we might be going from our left. So keep yourself somewhere safe.
Okay. Cause it's you and me. It's you and me, Jazz. That's it.
No, I mean like fucking this, like here, because like I don't fucking. You know what I'm. Why is there? Is that Wheelers? Because there's a shotgun running around out there.
Yes.
That 1-4 person right there. You. There's a lady out here that's not just you and Luna. Ah, the United States Army, circa 1960 something. Truly a place for equality.
I don't think it was until like, what was it, like the 80s or the 90s that women were actually allowed to become involved, or involved in.
Being allowed to just fucking cook an iron, because you know.
Well, and do medical because they were used as like nurses and.
Oh yeah, because obviously all that sewing practice. Holy shit. The worst thing is,
Hey, I taught myself how to sew.
like the higher ups were, oh yeah, women can be nurses because they know how to fucking stitch. Okay, who the fuck?
We'll give them basic medical training. Here we go.
They know how to stitch a fucking. They know how to darn a sock. They know how to stitch a man back together.
What do you guys have to swim?
Yes, over here. What do you need?
I'm gonna like get one.
Okay, please.
It hurts, Captain.
I need to do a check of your vitals as well.
Advisory: British man is pouring a cup of tea. I love my thermos. It serves me.
I can hear you actually like pouring it. God.
If I had biscuits, I'd be having a biscuit too. But I ate them because I was
I'll
snacked.
be with you in a minute.
All right, you're good to go. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna.
You 1-4 man. Stop. Stop.
Already got an FD now, morphine.
Stop.
Nope, that's not what I'm hitting you with.
Come on, let me rob you. Let me rob you.
Being repaired.
Being repaired.
He's walking.
Right, okay. Right, so
Good.
we're pushing back to where we just crossed, popping more smoke and getting the resupply. Let's go now.
Alright, well, thank you, love you, I need that 50 cal, thank you.
What's this guy got?
He's got a M60, I tried to rob him. I don't know what's on his back though, without killing him, and I might get in trouble for that.
Well, if he dies, they take his gun.
Did you hear the language from that man?
What did he say?
You gook, that's very offensive.
Move it, all of you!
Jess, shut the fuck up.
I'm offended. I can't help it.
So, Mike is gone to get ammo with Foxer, which basically pseudo puts you in charge of 1-2. So to give you an update, Johnson is by himself over there in a foxhole.
Excellent. That's really, really bad, because this is the rest of 1-2.
It's really bad, yeah.
You can either send the fucking radio guy, or the medic, or myself, and leave the radio guy and the medic here.
Do you want me to go get him and bring him back?
Well, no, because we need him to hold the right flank.
Well, the one that I was gonna say, the one issue is 1-1 seems to have a mass cas over there.
Oh, that's awkward.
Yeah. I don't know who's up over there. I don't know if they've got Luna with them.
Can you try and raise him?
Romeo, Battle Axe 1 is contact Greenspoke, we're inbound.
How bad is it?
Roger, contact
them if
Greenspoke
you
is down.
assist.
Like, hey, can you take me over there?
Yeah, I'll pull you over.
Like I said, raise radio and see if they need assistance.
1-1 Romeo, 1-2 Romeo, and 8-0. Last I knew, the radio guy was actually one of the casualties.
Well, then we should probably go. Alright.
Hey, 1-2's medics coming in out, y'all.
I got him. Copyright, come on.
Hey, Johnson. Do we need a medevac for these guys?
Oh, it's up church.
That's up church. Hey, staff.
Romeo, Battle Axe 1, that drop is complete. And Bulldog, just kick it out in the helicopter and get going. So, it's on the ground there.
Roger.
There's plenty of corpses.
Interrogative, how many spaces do you have on board your bird? Over. Do these guys need a medevac, baby, or no?
The last guy's like right behind you, right?
Give me a second.
Okay.
I don't know where we was.
Roger, we've got room for 2 more packs. Once you Romeo.
That guy's a force.
Alright. I'm just gonna go take a look at the left flank, see if
yeah, I'm pretty sure. Kyle Clark?
Kyle Clark, yeah.
Okay.
Roger, you have 2 more seats available. Stand by, over.
Great work, 442. You are definitely contributing.
you can get 2 people out on this bird, babe. Yeah, I just need to know. I'm gonna go back and help Johnson. Okay?
What do you think, Willis? Yeah, they should be fine.
Okay. Hey, why are there 2 of you?
Huh?
There's...
That's Luna.
Oh, that's Luna? Shit, fuck me.
Shut the fuck up, Jazz.
Can I get that short trench now?
Where do you want the short bus?
I would like the short bus here with the right side of it being on that rock.
The short side of it. Small trench.
If you do it at the end of Willis's trench, I'm pointing out to the left.
Metal 1-1 Romeo, this is Metal 1-6 on 8-0.
Upchurch, are you awake?
You can never have too much.
Metal 1-6.
You're just laying there.
Break, believe 1-1 Romeo speaks. Provide medics at this time. Over.
Dr. Feelgood is here to make you feel good.
Roger, standing by.
Okay, you're scaring me. Don't do that.
Getting some rounds here, Jazz. We're gonna honest to fucking right. You deal with Jazz. How much are you killing in that?
I gave him one around belt. He has 4 now.
Chosen company to your northeast is slowly breaking contact with VC forces. You are slowly falling farther and farther behind enemy lines. Break.
I'm gonna have a look at Johnson.
4th platoon is going to move west. Break. 4th platoon is going to move west.
Probably gonna need another IV.
And get extracted via break. Chinook. They're going to be a divergent force. You will move south, southeast, and then hook east towards LZ Dino. Break. The intent is that enemy VC
Dino?
LZ Husky. 4th platoon will not be extracting. They will be simulating extraction while remaining on the ground and attempting to lure enemy into ambush. Break. Your goal will then be moving through the screen southeast, and then crossing in towards LZ Dino with the intel. Break. And extracting that intelligence. I'll copy. Over.
I need
Roger. Read back as follows. 4th platoon playing fuck games off on LZ Husky. Break. We are exfiltrating south-southeast, crossing and maneuvering to Dino under their cover at this time. Over.
Roger that. Be advised, there is a man-made bridge as outlined on the map. However, break. I'm not sure if that's within an enemy contact zone or not, so it's going to have to be at your discretion how you maneuver.
It'll be okay for a bit.
The water's pretty deep.
However, you've got a IV in you currently.
Roger, we'll relay.
Check up on you in a bit. I don't know who this guy is.
He's 4th platoon.
Upchurch, you hear it?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Just make
I
sure
don't
you
know
guys
what
stay
we're gonna
away
do.
from me because the whole Vietnamese army will take out their frags and throw them under my feet at the same time.
Everybody move away from Upchurch now. Alright. 1-2, just hold position. Clear your sectors.
I can't go one box
Because
without
it
hitting
sounds like
3
it's
frags
probably a
at the
better
same
time or not.
Hit him with an epi and then hit him with a morphine. That should point.
You're doing it to diversion. We got a move like tricky fucking ticky.
So, what's the actual plan? I was
Okay, so plan is this. 4th platoon.
Luna, can you patch my head?
They're gonna try and lure the bad guys because they're sending a company out here. We are now behind enemy lines. 4th platoon is gonna act as bait, like they're exfiltrating from a shit hook. We're to move south-southeast and move over to LZ Dino to extract with the secured items. So we're kind of gonna want to put a hustle on it.
You're good.
Roger.
Alright, thank you.
You should try to secure the bridge.
Yeah, I can see right now.
I don't know if there's one in the ledge.
There's a bridge right here.
Where are you pointing? There. Okay.
So if we go south and then cut back,
A lot of
and then we
one
can
doing
cross
because I
over.
don't want to leave them in the lurch. If we're moving, we're gonna have to move and know that they're not gonna get fucked while we're gone.
Well, that's the thing is, at the moment, I think we've only got one casualty, which is, I think, Cahill.
Right.
Nope, he's up.
Okay.
Right. Well, I'll just go and confer with Upchurch and
Go
we'll move.
confer with Upchurch and we'll wait out like good little soldiers.
Upchurch.
It's a good day to die.
Guys, don't say that.
Yeah, died last time.
I don't have the supplies to bring you back all the way. I'm rather upset because it was double feeding, so... Huh?
Let's go. Come on. 1-2. Now. Everybody.
Johnson!
Unless you, south-southeast, we will secure the
Keep talking.
Hey, over here behind you. Turn around, turn around, turn around. There we go. Now, where'd everyone else go?
To the right.
Hey, Willis. I don't know if we're going too far south. No, never mind. They're all in front of us. Quickly, Dave. Go to the kitchen.
Bridge.
Yes.
I thought you said we were going to the bridge. That's all the way east.
Yeah, southeast. We gotta go to the bridge.
Then why are we going 160 or 150? What's that all about?
Cut up this way and follow the tree line.
Right, okay. Let's
Argue about it once we're out of the danger area.
Alright, go to the east.
We got the back of the station.
Well, 1 Romeo, 1 2 Romeo. Roger. 1 2 Romeo. You're right there.
I see West Preacher. I see Johnson. I see
Find me.
I see Wheelers. I've lost 1 2.
Follow Wheelus. Baby, your leg.
I can't help it.
Oops. Okay.
That is not something you ever want to hear a medic say, baby.
I hit my medic key and not my I want to see full scope of myself key.
1 Romeo, 1 2 Romeo, be advised. We have eyes on the bridge. We're securing it this time.
Hey, Celestia.
Yes.
Since we're sitting here for a minute, can you touch me?
A bit forward, isn't it?
What happened?
Grenades.
Here.
Bench going up on the right side.
Hey,
One more coming up.
Over the bridge.
One more coming up.
Mike, can please set up a trench on the other side of the bridge and hold full security? Do a linear danger crossing.
I'll just stand by. I'm just going to get somebody on this, stand by here before we cross. I want us covered. Alright, Johnson, you're on the sandbag here. Up church, we're going to push across first.
Thank you.
Alright, Johnson, you're going to move
Yep.
across with 1 1. Everybody else want to push across.
Check your vitals real quickly. Hop in. Oh yeah, no, you're good. Stable.
Okay.
We're all one guys. Right.
Crossing the bridge. Rough grade is going to be 022. Or keep
Guys over here.
Hi.
Hey. Guys. Oh, for fuck's sake. It's already got a trench.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Alright,
1 across, 1 from us.
gotcha. Johnson moving across. Johnson, when you're across, link up with us.
We are trying to figure that one out at this time. Where we'll make an interactive with 1-6. Stand by in the afternoon hour.
Johnson.
Whether we're fully extracting or whether it's just the intel that's extracting.
Hang on a sec. Let me just push past. Hey, Johnson. Johnson.
Better 1-6, 1-2,
Johnson, wake up. I'm gonna fucking shoot him in a minute.
Full one extraction or a secure items extraction only at this time order.
What needs to turn this fucking TeamSpeak on? I mean, when did security zones that? Because this is not. TeamSpeak doesn't exist in now.
Alright, 1-2 on position until we get.
It's TeamSpeak.
Exactly. No, Upchurch, you hear that, buddy?
Yeah.
Though the Bushmaster up there, the Bush Ranger should be good enough for it. What's up, Rich?
Whoa!
Battle Axe 1, this is Metal 1-2 Romeo. Be advised, this is a secure items only extraction break. If you have the inventory space, we may be able to just throw that in your holdover. Roger that. We're facilitating movement at this time, wait 1. Alright. So, how we doing this?
LZ's bearing 060. I'm sick of sitting around. One boy on me.
1-2, we're going to be following them in.
I love 30 seconds. It's so sloppy.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Jazz.
I'd put your cigarette out or your cigar out.
Yeah, I'm going to before we move. I just needed my nicotine.
I think we're going.
Well, it's gonna get you shot otherwise, so I would quit it.
I'll tell you that, Joe.
1-1, near side security of LDA, 1-2 cross.
1-2 across. Go.
Cross.
Moving.
I'm queuing like a good boy. We're British, it's what we do.
This is true. Q. 4-1-1. 1-2 across.
Q is in a line.
1-2, cover.
I'm gonna put my MG into the jungle and be ready to cut this fucking tree down.
Yep.
I wonder how many bullets it would take to actually cut the tree down.
I swear to God.
Let's not, because you only got so much ammo.
I was being facetious, but I will shoot you.
Huh?
Last man across. 1-1 on me. 1-1 on me. We got a clearing right here. Let me gather up.
That should be Dynamo or Dino. Now fucking the Bush Rangers got me calling fucking.
Alright, Luna Cahill, stay back. Keys Grim, front center. Wedge on me, heavy left. Stepping off 060.
I love how professional they sound. And there's me talking about going in second gear in a threesome.
You know, James made a comment about that last stuff. He said, here's 1-1 talking about all tactics and shit, and right behind him is 1-2 talking about dishwashers.
Alright, we got this. Yo, Simcock, wedge on me.
Roger.
Do it.
Let's put an MG on each side just for fucking kicks. Let's go like heavy fucking wedge. Just a heavy wedge. We're doing a heavy wedge total, like fucking MG each side.
So that's our LZ right there.
Hey, Romeo, you want some peanuts?
1-2 Romeo, send traffic.
Once I'll shoot you if you start eating.
Give me the peanuts now. Fucking care, give me some fucking peanuts.
Yo! Massive fucking hostile movement. Enemy squad.
Enemy squad, enemy squad.
On the west-southwest side, we are digging in at this time.
Fucking meow. 100 meters, not even. Within 100, easy.
Oh!
Right to left.
Fuck, you stood right in front of my barrel.
I'm in the Matrix, man. I'm the one. I'm Neo, bitch.
What's heading on that?
They were 080. I just saw their heads moving right to left. HE out, HE out.
There they are.
Hey guys, clear my right glass.
Never mind. You'd have fucking iced all of us with that thing. Yeah.
And? Which one? 30 seconds. Maintain possession, get ready to...
Mike.
Yo.
1-1's gonna move back to the LDA we just crossed, use it to extract the items. We're to hold here.
Roger. I got radios up on the back.
1, this is 1-2 Romeo on 8-1. Be advised, 1-1 actual and 1-1 are gonna move back about 80 meters to an LDA clearing break. They'll be popping yellow once security is established for sensitive item extract upon your call sign. Over.
Hello, Willis. Hello. Thank you for checking up on me. It is greatly appreciated. I want you to know I appreciate the good and hard work that you do.
This Simcock, it looks like the clearing kind of clears up over there. You might be able to get better eyes. Where you looking? To the right.
Hey, we should probably spread out along this trench line because right now we are a grenade target waiting.
I agree.
More trenches.
Alright, Johnson, you and Foxer, I want you to push out left. Occupy 1-1's old position. Jazz, you stay here with Karina. Preach.
Yeah.
It's just
push out further right.
Today, isn't it?
It's a good thing I like you.
You something, Mike. I guarantee they're gonna come from that fucking direction.
Hey, Celestia, so I'm going to be doing an Elder Scrolls Online stream tomorrow at 7 Eastern, not on my channel, I think in the Tier 1 channels.
Let me tell you, that resupply was fucking useless.
The hardest Elder Scrolls Online solo content with zero preparation and zero research. Apparently the people who do it fast take 3 hours. And I have no idea what I'm walking into. Basically, everyone's expecting it to be a rage fest. It could be.
Of course.
20 seconds.
Well.
It's also going to be episodic on YouTube afterwards.
Inbound, 20 seconds.
That's my fucking Sunday evening done.
If I'm not busy, I'll come stop by. I'll host the channel that it's. That's if I'm not busy. Holy crap, Jazz. Okay. Do me a favor, tourniquet your limbs.
Position where those RPGs came from. I need a fucking reattack. Bring the pain.
Yes.
Oh, we listen to them.
I know.
Well, we're gonna do it together.
Just stand by. We're going up, stand by.
No. Banjo.
I got his head.
1-1 Romeo.
What's going on?
Romeo on 8-1. Correction, 8-0.
We're all in bad need here, but I'm in a pretty bad strait.
Realize if you've got it. Oh my god. Realize is behind me. Okay.
4-1 Romeo.
I'm just in need of my stitches.
Hey, Simcock, turn your ass towards me.
Okay.
I need stitches and splints.
Why don't you have tourniquets on, you fuck?
Reasons.
Battle access 1-2 Romeo on 8-1. Be advised, had no eyes on, but fire has stopped in this direction. Over.
Oh.
Okay, roger that. We're back in the overhead. Let us know if you need additional support in that area.
We'll go. Be advised, if you can get eyes on, tell us if you've got anything moving from.
Okay, Willis, you're good. On you, Simcock.
Okay. Also, Fox is going to need some treatment when you're done with the Metal 1-6.
Okay, well, I've got you, I've got... Jazz, are you good? Okay, give me a minute.
Roger, be advised, at this time, 1-2 has a 80% requiring medical attention break. Received a possible mortal position. Break. We're gonna need about 2 to 3 mics to sort. Over.
Roger, in those 2 to 3 mics, get me a platoon H report over. Enemy on the eastern side of that clearing break.
Breach. Ace report.
Low cap over that
we're
area.
probably
It's
about
like,
red on
got
our
effects, got probably 10 to 12 EKA.
Yo. Black on ammo.
Battle Axe 1-2 Romeo. Be advised,
Set up as
due
red.
to local noise and orders did not copy last. Say all again. Over.
1-2 Romeo, Battle Axe 1. I say again, I've got negative enemy contact on the east side of that clearing. Break.
I still need stitches.
Okay, give me 1 sec.
I thought you were, I didn't realize you were still there. I looked around, I was like, where the hell's Celestia? It turns out you were hiding
Behind you.
Roger, be advised, that sounds out fucking standing. Break. Could you repeat on north and south sides of clearing? Over.
Ditching you now.
Take off my tourniquets.
Aim's at about a 4 out of 10.
Battle 1-6, be advised. Did
Okay.
not tail end of your transmission after declaring injuries to you at this time.
1-2 Romeo, confirm. He said you want to repeat that and get another load on that area, or fire again on the north and south.
Battle Axe 1-2 Romeo, be advised, was requesting a repeat of ops flight. Over.
Right. Where's Johnson? Are you looking for ammo here, bud?
Hey, 1-2, I was tracking air traffic well, so I can drive it out.
Oh yeah.
Like the only one who made it out of there without any injuries.
Roger, 1-2 copies, be advised, sit rep at this time for 1-2. Casualties are being treated. Ace report is red on ammo. We are amber casualties, green equipment, cross 1-2, over.
Hey, hey. As far as I know, we've gotten everyone from 1-2 patched up.
1-1 Romeo, this is 1610. 1-1 Romeo, give me an Ace report and a sit rep for 1-1 over.
Please.
You what?
Can I have some morphine? I'm seeing triple and in color.
I'll copy over.
Just push out a bit right.
Metal 1-6.
Be advised, that's where we took the round, so maybe not.
That's your pain. Yep.
Average. Johnson and Fox are occupying our whole position.
Got it.
We've got 1-1 to our left. We're just going to stick with Stringer and Jazz for now.
I leave you for 2 seconds and you get yourself blown up.
Battle Axe 1-2 Romeo, copy all.
I had a grenade in my hand, and as I was doing the throwing animation, I exploded, so I don't know if it was my own grenade and they shot it, or it was an enemy grenade that went off as I was throwing one.
Roger that, understood. All stations is net, I'm tracking your status of red on ammo break.
Aim is gone.
Rangers bringing a heavy lift bird in, or even a slick to get you guys out. I don't want to bring too many birds in at this time, break. What we're going to attempt to do is have the platoon maneuver, break, a little bit closer to the east, break. Theoretically, if I can get you guys over to the east, I can have an overwatch bird ready to glass everything to the west, break. While a heavy lift bird comes in and picks the whole platoon up,
just so you know, I can
break.
heartbeat.
But he's just where the bad guys
So
are.
I can't exactly make the call, but what I'm thinking you guys need to do is you need to figure out where you can move to the east that would get you to the coast and get you to a relatively safe location where you can establish a base of fire position where we can bring a heavy lift bird in and then break
south on
the
a
overwatch bird would be able to provide effective overwatch on anything approaching you.
maneuver across.
Referencing the map right now, about 200 to 300 meters east of LZ9, I see a lot of open space with some trees that goes to break.
Yeah.
I'm thinking you guys can move over there, establish a position on the southeast side in the trees with the landing
That should help.
on the north side of those tree line break.
Up, Judge.
Better?
Oh yeah. That was already returned. Thank you, Ray.
I hit you with some fluid since.
Yeah, the colour just started just flooding back in with that epi as well, like, oh. Zombie jazz is easy to keep up, because zombie jazz is immortal. Zombie jazz is eternal. Zombie jazz, forever!
I still can't believe we brought you up from death.
Seriously, like, I was dead for a full, like, 10 minutes. Like, that was incredible.
I got a way better firing position and eyes on 2 mortar tubes.
Oh, you're kidding me.
There's no crew on them because, well, they rocket run them.
Fuck those guys. That must have been what hit us. They must have danger close.
I want to take said mortar tubes.
No.
They're like straight in front of you. You can't see them from here, but if you go to the right, you can see them.
Are you thinking that's what hit us?
Must have been. They must have danger closed us. Oh, I think I can see the position from here with my binos, just like the tops of it. Oh, I'm walking with it.
Are you?
Meta 1612 Romeo 80 with message over.
Ready for movement.
Hold on, I gotta split his legs. Somebody's gimpy right now.
I'm a big
Okay, you're good.
I can frolic. Yay! No, wait, it's not.
Hey, can you get with Johnson Jazz and redistribute ammo as needed? We're gonna be in for a little bit of shit here.
No worries, where is he?
He's over that way. Off to your half right.
Johnson! Johnson, I understand you might need some coolants.
Grabbing
Alright. Hey, Fox, do you need 5.56 bags or you...
more ammunition than I have?
I got some 5.56 here for you.
I've given you the,
there you go.
5.56 as well.
There's an extra 100.
Yeah, I got
some.
I got 14 5.56, so...
Very good. Well, give me some as well.
I'll give Foxer like 3 and I'll give you 3 as well,
okay,
Mike.
Yeah, well, I've already loaded Johnson up, so you might as well chuck it in mine.
Roger.
Even though I just dumped mine into his, so it's a bit of a...
Mike,
Anybody have a law?
I think Foxer does.
Coming.
I am the law.
Oh, you're gonna go... She's gonna go schwack in the tubes.
There you go.
Cool. Alright. Does everybody know what we're doing?
Nope.
No.
We're pushing to the coast, and then we're pushing to the coast some more.
We're pushing south to the coast.
Meta 16, Meta 12, ringing around 0. You clear for comms, over. I think he's on the phone.
I'm clear for comms now, over.
That way, I can hear.
1-1 and 1-2 are going to be at this time. Break. Plan is to move on a 140 bearing to the coast from our
No longer a problem.
eastern flank of Dino. Break. We'll be using the small cove at the very south-southeast to maneuver into the tree line on the southwest. Rough grid of crossing is going to be 026005. Keypad 9. Break. That is our final hold. Break. We'll be requesting bird at that time. Coming in on 027005. Keypad 7 for Axville. Over.
Roger, be advised, I have went ahead and sent the birds RTB to grab that Chinook, so they're going to have a CAD bird and a Chinook coming in, over.
Okay, 1-2. Get ready
Roger,
to
be
move.
advised. Platoon movement beginning. Time now.
Always ready.
Go
1-2 Romeo out.
Fucking bastard sandbags.
These trenches are janky.
Battle axe 1-2 Romeo on 8-1. I believe I heard traffic from me.
Should have been stuck.
1-3 group. We're gonna step off to a walking pace bearing 150. We're gonna hand rub this tree line to the south.
Roger. We'll be
Yes. Bar.
1-2.
Roger, we received likewise.
We're tired as
Have a good flight. We'll contact you with the landing grid once we are ready. 1-2 Romeo out.
Foxer, I want you on point. Where's Foxer?
Foxer went with Wheelist of the mortar tube.
Preach. You're on point. Where's that bird?
Yeah, we're gonna wanna did him out.
After you, so
Yep.
yeah, bring up the tail.
You?
Following 1-1. Walking pace.
Birds are call sign Condor, over.
Condor.
What is with the animal theme today?
It's always birds, isn't it? Seems like it's usually just the fucking
Falcon
loads.
sounds like a fighter jet.
MSR Eagle, MSR fucking Freedom, MSR fucking
How is Battle Axe a bird?
How is it not a bird?
I mean, if it refers to an old woman, it's still a bird, right?
It sounds like we need to call it like short sword or rapier or cutlass.
Saber.
named after birds. The condor is the bird with the world's largest wingspan, which is why the biggest rotary gets the name condor.
That's understandable.
California condor. Called battle axe then.
That was not my answer. They used to be called raven. Not raven.
They used to be called raven. Got it. Buzzard. Got it.
And there's like some janky fucking stop-starty shit going on there.
I know.
It's the Indian tribe, not an actual bird.
Try double tapping C, because there are different warp speeds.
Well, no, it's because they keep stopping in front of me.
Fucking
Not my fault.
Plain Fox Condor 12 Romeo 81, have you 5 by 10 traffic over. Roger, be advised, Meta 1 elements are maneuvering at this time. Going to be about 5 to 6 miles before we are at position break. I'll radio to you the exact grid and how we're marking that LZ once we're established over.
Like, I have timed this thermos of tea perfectly. I've got about 1 cup left in it, and that'll be the extraction cup.
I find it hilarious, well, not hilarious, but that, you know, the U.S. Army names all their helicopters after the Indian tribes that they killed.
Do they?
Yeah. Black Hawk, Apache, Cheyenne, Sioux, Iroquois.
You know,
Could you imagine how many opportunity names the English would have if we named our things after people we fucked up?
Once again, 1-1 is being serious, and we are not being serious.
We're being serious. Seriously bad at our jobs.
I don't know, I've killed a lot of people today. I've shot a lot of ammunition.
my job well.
Yeah, well...
I got to kill someone. I'm happy.
And
Move across while 1-1 is providing security. Yes?
Alright, go to get wet.
Yay?
I love getting wet.
I love having a swim. Swimming's good for me.
Hot and it's wet. It's great when you're with the lady, bad when you're in the...
In this water, they can like swim up my dick hole.
Large side security watching north.
Jonas watching north. Right, 1 mark, 1-2 across. Load up bridge.
1-1 Romeo, 1-2 Romeo on 8-0. We have security set up for your maneuver, over. Coming across, Mike. Roger. God, I love the radio. Yeah. I love motors and radios. Yes,
I miss my...
of the actual platforms. Got it. I'm tracking now. It always just made me scratch my head.
1-2, get ready to move.
Fair enough. You can call it, like, pigeon or falcon.
Eagle.
Gafinch.
Yeah.
Alright, so... Romeo plan. Be on like a 050.
Okay, 1-2.
Hey, Simcock.
Yo.
I found a long lost brother. Next to me.
Oh, good. Luna?
Hey, Foxer.
Have we got Luna?
Yeah, she's there. She's being mute. She's just run into the underbrush. I watched her do it.
Yeah.
He's grown to catch up with 1-1, guys.
What happened?
We're just following 1-1.
Where's Preacher?
Need you on the point. Preacher? From behind me.
I think he's behind me.
No, I'm up here.
There you go.
Hey, we didn't whistle the Colonel Bogey March. Sorry, Colonel Pepper.
Y'all can whistle it. I can't whistle it.
I would, but it would wake up the neighbors.
On 8-1, 1-2 Romeo, send again over. Disregarding 1-2 Romeo out.
We're not doing the dam busters instead.
can, but it seems inappropriate.
What about the Rocky theme? Is that still under copyright?
I don't know. Billy in front, pass it down.
Billy in front.
Billy in front.
505, civilian front, copy
Civilian
the
forward.
road.
He's so gonna blow up. He's so gonna blow up. Please blow up. I want you to blow up.
Don't fucking jinx it.
I'm kicking right
over
out
this
to the
way.
coast here, I don't wanna...
All I
Oh, I
know
bet
is I'm
he's their
going
fucking
this
mortar
way.
spotter. I might just fucking cap him for good measure, fucking gook-ass piece of shit.
Fire a warning shot
Can
if
we,
you
can we take him fucking prisoner? Can we take him with us?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, you keep moving, Gook. Keep fucking moving.
Alright, reform.
Oh, he's running.
Okay. Hey,
Okay,
if
just
we take
civilian.
contact front, 1-1's gonna go on the line to the right.
What was that?
If we take contact front, 1-1's gonna form a line on the right.
Roger.
We'll form a line on the left.
City started running.
In a lot of spaces.
Remember, don't fire till you see the light of their eyes. Yes?
Hey, pass it forward. That civvy started running as soon as
That civvy started running as soon as he got past the trees.
Pass it forward, that civvy started running after the trees.
Hey, pass it on forward. That civilian we passed, once he got past the tree, started bolting across that field.
Nah.
Yeah, who did shoot at him?
Boxer.
That was Fox.
You should fire a warning shot.
There's
I mean,
the
you
one
did
that
literally say
fucking
fire a warning
terrified
shot.
Warn that you're gonna shoot him, not just a warning shot.
I said that if he gets too close, fire a warning shot. I said if he starts getting too close to you, fire a warning shot, not
I'm listening to
friend.
my
Church, this is pretty well where we're gonna set up.
They said,
Go.
if their intention is to blow themselves up with us, they don't care about dying. What is a warning shot gonna do?
Make me feel
I mean,
better.
that's a good point.
In the field toward left.
Are they armed?
Crouching.
Are they armed?
Unarmed. He was fucking low sitting over there.
Was he taking shit?
We're supposed to be headed north until we reach the clearing in this tree line, correct?
Yeah, but I don't know if we've got a clearing anymore. That's the problem. I think we're all high elephant grass. I think it might be worthwhile if we just call it in here and then we just do a duck and dash on board.
I mean, we could try it. They weren't willing to land the drone before, but you can hail them and see what they think.
Yeah.
Once you take a knee.
Battle Axe Metal 1-2 Romeo on 8-1 with an interrogative over.
Is Wheelers chasing them?
Yeah, that sounds
Who
like
even
something
knows?
Willis would do. You know what he's
Willis
like.
just does his own shit.
He really does. Willis gets to play armor the best way. We all have to be like fucking...
Were you chasing them?
Chase cities around the field.
I fucking shoot him up. He's over there sitting in the grass looking at us. Through the fucking bushes being fucking kooky creek.
He would definitely put some fucking C4 on his face, just put it in his mouth and run off. As a medic, I feel like you should carry some C4 at all times.
I normally do on our modern campaigns.
Let's go on to
Johnson, you put your MG down far too readily for my liking, man. Hooks me out.
I have no need for it right now. If none of you can shoot anything, well then I'm just dead anyway.
1-1, get on line, security to the north.
Alright, how are we boarding this thing?
1-1 first, I guess.
Alright. Hey,
1-2.
are we all good?
Oh my guys, looking across the field.
Yeah, but hey, check it out. That smoke's gonna come
Northwest.
back towards us, so pop it a little off to the west.
Northwest to west, yes.
It's just gonna blow off in our faces if you box right there.
Yeah. Close this screen. Load out.
Out of here, tip on this grass.
Condor. This is 1-2 Romeo 8-1. Be advised, smoke is popped on LZ. Over.
Roger, I green smoke.
Good eyes. Green smoke is friendly.
Hey, Church, it looked like you might have just been on a phone.
Alright, I think that's all on board. We're good.
Like it.
All aboard.
Copies, officers.
Wait, no, Crowley's still out there. I gotta go back for Barber.
Did that guy turn out to be a fucking suicide bomber?
I'm like completely out of fucking marking smoke. No, we're index right now, so it doesn't really, it's not going to affect much, but I have red, that was about it.
I still have plenty of smoke on me, so don't worry.
There's another Chinook hovering way over to our left.
Okay, 1-2, doesn't bark.
If someone was calling me on that extract, I apologize. I didn't catch it. Those fucking rotors are loud as fucking balls.
We didn't clue where the talk is on here, mind you.
Yeah, no, I'm...
the last person who loaded.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I was sitting there and it's like, okay, everyone's on board.
See that line of Kiwis on the left? It's just past that on the left.
Roger. I don't.
View distance.
I have my view distance at max.
Maybe it's just bugged on my screen. Or yours. I don't know.
Maybe.
I mean, I can't see it. I'm gonna miss Nam.
We'll always have the memories.
Oh, I'll never forget dying horribly for a good 15 minutes.
Okay, Upchurch. It's okay. We're gonna hijack some people.
Well, the medics showed our worth that day because we all kind of came together and.
You know what I mean? Fucking, could we call the medics literally Caduceus? Like,
maybe.
Christ. Fucking the Phoenix Corps. Maybe I'll rename myself to Lazarus. Oh, I want it! I want it! I want it! Can we take it for a joyride? Do you reckon they'll notice?
No, come on.
Oh man, I want it so bad. Look at it.
Come on.
It's so... Dude, it has a gun on it.
It's so goofy. I love it.
Dude, it has a door gun. Look at this.
Oh,
look at this shit.
Not that one. The fucking water one. Look at this one.
But this one has a gun.
He's so excited.
Look at it. Look at
How
it.
does that thing fly
so
without just
cute.
tilting to one side? Oh,
It's so. Are these the dragonflies?
thing to turn.
Maybe that's it. Maybe it doesn't actually use the tail rotor to counter torque. They just have to keep firing it the whole time to keep it fucking.
It's like a helicopter, but smaller.
The dragonfly! So cute!
Is that your personal ride job?
Stop it.
Is that your roadster? Is that what you take out on the weekends to woo the ladies?
Alright, nerds, bring it in.
Does the civilian version come with the M60?
Yes.
Traffic.
Hey, I got your hook up breach.
Alright, so what we're going to do, we're going to do the debrief, and then we're going to kind of switch gears real quick. We got some extra time anyway. We finished that one ahead of schedule. Once we do the debrief, we're going to switch gears, and we're going to get some input. We're going to get some admin info put out, and then we'll just kind of shoot the shit. But real quick, reference your maps, guys. So we came in on 2 chocks, landed at LZ Husky. I'm going to assume that call's made over 8-2 that, hey, Bulldog is fucked, we're not going there. Am I tracking? Is that about right? For the flight, guys?
I heard that's what I heard.
Yeah.
Pilot decided that the fucking lead stick was not decided that it was not a safe LZ for no packs on the ground, giving us cover. So
That was the point. That's good. That's what I wanted. LZ Bulldog is a bullshit LZ. It's in the middle of a fucking blast zone. Like, the whole point was I wanted, like, LZ Husky was the better plan. It's just, I was Zeusing today, so I was like, let me just throw some wrenches in there. I don't get to Zeus a whole lot, but my main Zeuses were gone, and I needed the people that I would have used as backup were either flying, such as Jup, and actually that's it. There. Yeah. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But anyway, so you guys landed, you get all your guys out, and then you did what I was hoping you would do, and that was you moved through, and you moved through cautiously. We didn't just sprint to the fucking 4th platoon guys like, we're fucking here, right? Because what happened, I had what would have been an ambush set for you guys over here in this fucking sugarcane, right? So you guys come in, you get a support by fire position set, really more of a base of fire, and you're just laying down the hate. I think you guys went red on ammo from this point. I mean, you guys were seriously putting it down. Calling in ordnance, that's what I love seeing, bringing the fucking birds in, bringing them in, having them do CAS runs, having them do Overwatch, really communicating with the birds. That was a big thing that I'm glad I wasn't on the ground today, and I'm glad my normal JTAC is on holiday, because it forced the RTOs to do something. Now, I know that Cahill is a brand new RTO. I'm not expecting him to come out here and start fucking being air traffic controller. Like, you're good, buddy. I just wanted you to talk to the squads and interact with that one. That's no problem. Thanks. Preacher's got some more experience. Preacher's our call for fire guy. I expected that of him, and he did a great job. So most of the tasking I think all the tasking was for no, you're fine, Preacher. All the tasking was done by 1-2 today, and because again, like I said, he's the call for fire guy when it's the mortar section on his end, and it was great. It was on point. It was constant feedback to him. Fantastic. He did a great job. The rockets, whenever they were called in, and bear in mind we got no CTAB, we got no real GPS. We're just kind of, here they are in the smoke. Can you hit it? At one point, Preacher was like, okay, so geographically speaking, we're here. There's some trees in this jungle, and we're next to them, and there's some craters in the ground. Okay, that's not us, but then across those craters there's some sugarcane. That's them. But them also has some friendlies over in this direction with some more craters. He's like, can you shoot the bad guys? And it's like, yeah, we'll get them. And then they fucking hit the target, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, how the fuck did he interpret that?
Yeah, it was a mouthful, but we made it work.
Yeah, I figured it out.
I'm gonna point out reference points, bitch.
Yeah, and the thing is like, at the end of it, he was like, okay, so green tracers are coming from where we're being shot at, and I think that was the key. I was like, okay, got it. Say no more. but either way, no friendly fire incident. We had one where one of the very first taskings basically started here and ended up through here, and I was like, okay, well, that one was the mulligan. Came right in front of the fucking platoon. But again, it wasn't rockets. We weren't using HE to spot our rounds, so that was good. We're bringing in with the guns. Okay, here based off of that, so it was good. It was great. I'm really glad to see that. From there, we basically just fought the enemy for a good solid 20 minutes. They shot at us, we shot at them. One thing that I will warn against, and it is what it is, we were shooting over 4th platoon's heads. which is rough because you never really want to do that, even if it's. I know we can see them, and I know we can see the enemy. Let 4th platoon handle their problem. Unless the enemy's stray out into the clearing and we can shift left, right? We don't want to fire over their heads because I saw this 4th platoon guy. I watched. I was sitting there. I was like, man, I wonder if they're gonna actually shoot them. 4th platoon dude stands up and immediately, bam, right in the back of the head, just fucking smacked by somebody from 1st platoon. So it's cool though. I mean, shit happens, and it's not a real life that was lost. But just bear that in mind when we have friendlies operating in a zone. Always refrain from shooting over them unless they're tracking that you are lift fire, shooting over their heads, and they need to stay the fuck down because they're pinned, right? Yeah, that's true. That was the authentic Vietnam experience. From there, the enemy started to try to fix your position. I liked that it was called in on 8-1 as well because the air platform was operating a sort of recon, like, hey, in case you guys aren't seeing it, we're seeing rounds land. I don't know what your situation is, but are you guys tracking? They're trying to kill you? They're like, yeah, we know. And so, but also we had that red smoke come in. That was like, I think I had a round land. It's like, hey, we're looking for you. And then I had red smoke to help kind of calibrate that. And so then the mortar started really landing. Little Zeus perspective thing for you guys. I found out that if I dropped the mortars inside the water pits, it kind of entrapped the shrapnel, and I was like, oh, I can use this. Oh, I can use this. So I start bombing every fucking mud hole I see, right? Because I know it's not really going to hurt you. But I also was hitting areas around you that were not mud holes. I wanted you to get your head down. That first round lands, get the fuck down, right? Second round lands, hopefully you're down. That's one thing we're pretty bad at sometimes. Is we get shot at, we have rounds come in, and we don't hit the deck. When we're in the jungle, especially when we don't have any cover, it's not like we're in these urban environments we're used to where we can get behind a building or get inside of a house. Something we got grass, and we got some grass over here and some grass over there, and that's it. A lot of concealment, not a lot of cover. So when obviously we don't. This is our last operation here, but just in general, if ordnance is coming in, hit the deck. Don't care what you're doing, get down. So once you guys figured out, and 1-2 actually made the gut call on that one, they got the red smoke, they had the spotting rounds coming in. It probably helped that they had the actual 1-2 the mortar section. They can see their job happening in front of them, right? So they're like, hey, we're getting fixed here, so we're just going to leave. So they did. They started bouncing out, following 1-1's trail, got to the 4th platoon headquarters. Immediately, security was set up. 1-1 sent guys back to this little makeshift sort of collection site. Got all the stuff pulled together in one location, and then from there just proceeded to help 4th platoon make contact with the enemy. Now, I don't know what happened at one point because I looked up for about 10 seconds and I looked back and all of 1-1 is down. Which doesn't mean there's like 6 of you today or 5 of you, so it's not really saying a whole lot. But I don't know what happened. I can only assume the enemy got in grenade range though, because we know what they do when that happens.
Can confirm.
Yeah.
I literally got fragged twice. Not 10 minutes after that first one, I got fragged and downed again.
Yeah. So one thing that we are going to probably adjust going into the next campaign is the percentage that the enemy will throw grenades, simply because when a whole squad runs up on you and they all throw a grenade, it's kind of like, god damn it. So we're probably going to adjust that one, just for a little admin note for you guys, but grenades are grenades, it is what it is. Anyway, moving on, once you guys kind of collected yourself there, and frankly, I didn't even call the dogs off, you just kind of shot them, so props for that, I suppose. 1-2 shifted. So I had part of 4th platoon kind of take up this position, and 1-2 immediately recognized that and shifted over to the east, set up security for 1-1, and assisted. He had a triage set up. Medically speaking, you guys, I don't know how you were doing it. Like, I don't know if you guys were pumping blood out of their hearts or not. You know, I don't know if any mistakes were happening, but I know that, like, situationally, a triage was quickly established and security was put out around it. That's all I can really ask for. After that, it's just a matter of getting better as medics if you lack at anything. I don't know. You guys could have done a perfect job for all I know. From there, once we consolidated, got everything cleared up, got our wounds licked, I think during that whole process, 1-2 got sort of a light rearmament brought in. It was essentially just a couple, for Jazz, who was your machine gunner, it was like a fucking drop in the bucket, I guess. But we brought about 600 rounds of MG in, to my understanding. We stepped off from this position red on ammo, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And then, or amber, something like that. You guys skirted the fucking tree line. We did have forces, we were like, what? We did have forces, 4th platoon pull out to LZ Husky. The theory behind that was a screening maneuver, right? They were the more obvious maneuver, so that any enemy forces that were still tracking you would, in theory, go towards them, and 4th platoon was simulated to make contact at that point. Yeah. You guys then maneuvered east just like we asked, got into position, took light contact at LZ Dino, dealt with it. One thing that got you, and it was no fault of your own, obviously, fucking dudes with reeds in their helmets and shit got within like 10 meters of your position because of how tall the grass was. We really couldn't account for that. You know, just the tall grass. I watched it from Zeus' perspective. About 7 dudes ran 150 meters and were never seen until they were popped up, and I see Johnson just like bite his cigar off, like fuck, right? So and then it was just a grenade war at that point. Both sides were just throwing grenades at each other. You cleared that up. You brought Battle Axe in again to just wipe out the rest. I liked Battle Axe calling in what they could see, saying, "Hey, this is how many dead bodies we got. This is what we're looking at. We're not seeing any movement, etc., etc." It was great. Question: Did any of the pilots shit your pants today? Because I was trying to make you do it with the RPGs a couple of times. Did anybody?
Oh God, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two RPGs that literally went through our rotodesk.
Well, that was the thing, yes. So when I was firing it, I was like, look, I'm just going to let fate take over. So I'm in third person. I just pointed at your helicopter and pulled the trigger, right? And I was like, all right, well, we'll see what happens. And then I look, and literally I can see the pilot looking at me, and he's like, oh, goddamn. You know, and I'm like, I probably pointed that a little too close.
That was
But,
extremely close.
Yeah, Preacher called that south to north run, and we were inbound, just nosed it over for the rocket run, and I see one just come like, it felt like straight through the rotor desk.
It felt like it went right over my head.
yeah, which is great. That's what I wanted. I was like, I'm gonna scare the fuck out of him, but I didn't want to like actually shoot you down. So I was like, oh god, because if the AI does it, the AI does it.
Zero effort into that shot.
Yeah, well, if the AI does it, the AI does it. It's not my fault. It's just how it is. But if I like intentionally shoot you down, it's like, man, what a dickhead. So, anyway, so that was awesome. I'm glad I did that. From the infantry perspective, I haven't fired one of those rockets before. This is my first time doing those RPGs. But when it hits you guys, does it feel like a fucking RPG landed? Like, is it? Because I was shooting the fucking trees near you guys. Did you guys even notice there was RPGs hitting you? Because sometimes I can't tell.
Jesus, yes.
It's like, whoosh.
It was bad. It was loud and the screen shakes.
Perfect.
Well, that was an RPG.
Loading 40s from where it came from. So.
Yeah, I know, because one of them hit me.
Explosion and a grenade.
Yeah, that's great.
Question.
Good. Yeah, go ahead.
Were one of those guys, were you controlling the one where I dropped the 40 mic on his head?
Yes, I know, because like literally because the Zeus camera stays with the body for a little bit, and like I went from looking at you to like basically looking at the sky immediately. It just like knocked me on my ass. So yeah, I'm just like, well, I guess they got me. But moving on. So from there, you guys skirted to your new LZ. You got in position. The platoon maneuver. Obviously, you know, we're in column with stick jungle. Is what it is. Too easy. You guys get to position. A little civvy skirting around, following you guys, and Wheelus like went fucking bounty hunter on his ass. Like was chasing after him, and it was funny too because on this map I have yet to fix the Zeus camera. I don't like where it follows my ears follow my Zeus camera. I don't like that shit. But I zoomed in on Wheelus as he's chasing this civilian. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing here?" And I'm like, "Oh Jesus Christ, run, run!"
Like, I'm just like as he was running off, you just heard Wheelus running off going, "Hey, get back here! What the fuck are you doing?" And it just suddenly got quieter and quieter, and it's like, "Oh, bye, Wheelus."
At a certain point, I lost the ability to possess units, or well, I could, but I couldn't move them, so I had to do everything like, you know, just go here, please. So like, literally, I'm just like rapidly clicking on him until I'm just sprinting. He's like, "Fuck, shit, why, what?" So because he can't hear Wheelus, but I can. So anyway, he was a suicide bomber though, right? He had put his weapons away, right, and he was gonna nuke your ship. And Wheelus saved you guys' fucking life because my goal was he was gonna watch you and watch you and watch you, and then he actually was on the phone, like I animated into where he was talking on the phone. He's like, "All right, I'm gonna do it. They're here." Blah, 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 Vietnamese, whatever.
They have a phone.
Yeah, well, not phone, but you know.
Phone up the street, you guys can see.
Yeah, he's got a Nokia. So
You guys from the same time that we got the Chinook.
Here's my warning.
yeah, exactly. Hey, the Chinook is in this pack, so we're sticking with it. Anyway, it's in the fucking Vietnam pack.
Yeah.
But so anyway, so that aside, I was gonna have him run and lay under the chopper, but every time I came near you guys, fucking Wheeler starts barking at him. Like, God damn it! All right, fine, you know, because he's like, I want to get the whole chopper, not the one dickhead medic, right? So you know, he just ran off, and then finally I told him to run at the helicopter when you guys went to touch off, and that was the at the end. But
Wheelus then just went, "Fucking called it."
But so. Quickly, I'm going to kind of turn it over to guys. So, up church from 1-1's perspective.
I mean, This was definitely one of those ops where I wish I had more manpower.
Yeah, well, it's every op.
It's really hard to maintain security and maneuver at the same time. As a matter of fact, it's impossible. I need one fire team to do one thing and the other fire team to do the other. But I did what I could. I ate about 6 frag grenades today within a period of 5 minutes. Other than that, it was self-explanatory. We got online, we shot bad guys that were on their line. Pretty straightforward. Nothing to complain about.
Alright, same cock, 1, 2.
Yep, kind of had a similar issue to Upgrade. We pretty much had a fire team and a few additionals, but you're welcome. We made it work though. I think 1-2 did a pretty damn good job of putting down some fire today. We, as Meek said, when we pushed into that position on the objective, we pretty much quickly took up positions and gained fire superiority. I don't really know what happened with 1-1, some of my grenades, right?
Yeah.
But when I turned around and they were triaging, it was like, fuck.
Yeah. Well, with regards to the manpower thing, guys, like, this is the time of the year where the whole fucking summer period, it's every week I'm seeing, you know, LOAs for this or for that or for holiday. It's fine, guys. It's an ebb and flow kind of thing. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. Like, 1-1's whole fucking leadership team is gone today, right? So, you know, wouldn't worry too much about it. It's gonna, you know, next week we come back with our new campaign. It's also another thing, like I said, we're on the holiday season for the most part, and we're at the end of this campaign. People are just, unless you're hardcore Arma, like, you're just kind of tired of the Vietnam campaign. Next one's going to be a totally different animal. So, that may attract new people. I'm sure Pidgeot will say he's coming to that one too, Upchurch. But, but anyway, so, let's see, fucking Jup, from the pilot's perspective today, how'd they do?
It's just a cruise ship.
Right, I know, that means you can just sit there and watch more. So, how do you think our new pilots did?
I can't wait to see Riddle fly.
Yeah.
Sykes did great. He didn't crash.
Yeah, Riddle, and no offense, Jup and Johnny and Dorn and everybody, but, like, it probably has something to do with Riddle being an Apache pilot in the real world. I don't know. Fucking the best comms.
Fucking Riddle's comms on point.
Yeah, the best fucking rotary comms, or just air power comms I think we've ever had. That was great. You did a great job, Riddle. Now watch him come pilot and just, like, dive into the ground. Just permanent co-pilot.
Permanent radio operator.
Yeah.
Found out some stuff about our Sykes.
The gay? Like,
his previous armor career.
oh, what did he do?
Well, Riddle told me he worked on MELB.
Oh, you worked on it? Like, before it went RHS and everything?
No, I still work on it.
Oh, nice. We'll talk on that. We'll talk on that later. Then I might bother you about stuff. MELB is our little birds. It's an RHS now.
Oh, right.
Yeah. But all right. So
Hey, Sykes, quick question. How many people work on the MELB?
There's me. And there's Diesel.
Oh, so 2 people. So
yeah.
Ah, interesting. Okay. Oh, I was curious. I just like giving him shit. It's a dope ass mod. He did a good job.
Yeah.
People have touched.
Yeah, I mean, it's just part of one of the biggest packs in Arma now, but yeah, it's fine, I guess. but all right, so let's see. I was trying to see if I missed anybody that's important. Nope. All right, cool. So I'm just kidding. But so couple of admin notes going forward, guys. First of all, we're going over to the British Armed Forces campaign coming this Saturday. This coming Saturday, obviously. But when we do that, the first 30 minutes of that one are going to be like the first 30 minutes of this campaign. Remember when we talked about jungles and why they're bad? Well, for those of you that were here on the first mission. So we're going to be doing the same thing for that one, and we're going to talk about civilians and why they suck. All right. So.
Wow.
Yeah, so basically on this new one, we put a lot of effort into our civilians. Obviously, we're going to have, you know, this, for those of you who are familiar with the interactions where you can ask them where they live and where they work and what their shoe size is, like that'll all be back. We put a lot of effort into that. We're putting a lot of effort into making sure that, you know, the insurgents are acting like insurgents. Your Saturdays are always going to explode something. Saturdays are going to be, it's going to be desert. Well, mixed desert. So Saturdays are going to be, you know, kind of like what we always expect. You're going to get to shoot, Jazz is going to get to and all that jazz, right? But during the week, it's going to be a 24/7 server, and it's going to be like we're trying to build it like an actual insurgency. They're going to be recruiting from the civilian population. They're going to be trying to bomb your fucking convoys, and you're going to have a job to do that isn't necessarily go kill the bad guys all the time. It might go be help the support company unfuck their shit because they flipped a fucking Hemet and now they're in the middle of the open and fucked, right? So we'll figure that one out as we come to it, but we're going to try to really put that one around some real world shit, right? Over in Iraq right now, realistically, like, we're not chasing the Huns out. Obviously, it's a game, so we're going to have some big battles, but we're going to base our stuff around, like, what you might actually expect to do in Iraq, which, first of all, is a lot of nothing, which we're not going to do a lot of nothing. We're going to cut that part out. But, like, it's not, all right, so we found the Taliban leader, like, the number one, the Taliban president. We found him. We're going to kick his ass. Like, no, we're not going to do that, guys. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That was a vote.
What about the king of the Taliban?
Yeah. So anyway, so going into that one, guys, we got a lot of new stuff. The first thing you're going to notice is there's a suppression mod for you, the players, now, and it's intense. You can turn it off if it annoys you. If you don't like it, like, it's like when you get shot at, your screen starts to kind of get a little bit brighter, starts to shake, starts to get a little, and we're trying to simulate, hey, get the fuck down, because some people don't get that. They'll have a bullet pass right next to their face, and they're like, okay, so what were you saying? So just, you know, we're trying to kind of put some pressure on you guys. Your guns are going to shake, there's going to be some recoil, there's going to be some intensity to that. We're trying to really immerse you guys. Because the next one, because there's not going to be as much, like today, all that shit that happened out there, that's going to be like fucking like once in a while, because we want you guys to really get to blow some shit up. But to that degree, it's just like, okay, we killed all the Taliban in Iraq today, essentially, right? So we're going to slow that down a little bit and get more immersive. We're going to have civilians that actually talk to you, so our Zeus's are going to be interacting with you and role-playing with you a little bit. We're going to have V-bids. We're going to have some sketchy behavior that you guys are going to go deal with, shit like that. So for our flight guys, we're going to have medevacs from other units. So there's going to be other elements that our Zeus's are putting out there on the ground, and they're going to be requesting medevacs and shit like that. So you'll have to be ready to respond to that in kind. So it should be good. Should be a good time. We're still figuring out if we're going to give you guys radios, like every single person. Probably definitely team leaders and up, but we're still figuring out if we're going to give all you guys radios or not. But it's going to be a good time, guys. I don't think I have much else. Keep recruiting. You know, we have our ups and downs. We gain people, we lose people. You know, recruit people. Go out there and look for your friends. Try to convince them to come over here. You know, blackmail them. Send them a thumb. Whatever, I don't care. So quick question for me, because I don't get to Zeus a whole lot, and the last time I Zeused, it was a fucking catastrophe, alright? Today's op, just in general consensus. First of all, your first response of you suck, Meek, I know, it's cool, but was that...
What?
So, the intensity, the engagement, the stuff that was going on, did everybody have a good time today?
Was it hard enough?
Yeah. Fuck you, Fox. I liked it. It was good.
Yeah. Okay.
It was definitely intense. I just wish I had more people.
Okay.
I was waiting for the whistle and the fucking human wave to start coming at us in that.
The fact that our first firing line, only got like lightly flanked by one guy once is a fucking miracle. I'm so glad. I was like, I'm sure I just heard something. And then I looked back to the front. I was like, wait a fucking minute. But it was fucking good, man.
At one point, I see this guy flanking you, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm about to get some fucking, you know, I'm about to come up on him, and I possess him, and it's a fucking sniper. I'm like, and a bolt action one, and I'm like, God, fuck it. So I'm just like, pew, pew, and there somebody's like, is there a fucking, who's shooting at us with a BB gun? And they're like, oh, there's a dude over there, and I'm like, pew, and they're like, oh, look, he's trying to kill us. So then they shoot me like 50 times in the chest. Yeah, I'm Meek.
You should have went to recon school.
Yeah. But schoolgirl giggling when he's about to screw the friendly. Yeah, I had to go on whispering because at one point at one point I'm the enemy, and Preacher calls me, he's like, 1-6, this is 1, or 1-6, this is 1-2, and some Venetian, or Vietnamese fucking, like, you know, angry old man is like, yeah, go for 1-6, all of a sudden, like. That was awkward.
Rolled up to him and be like, hey buddy, what can I do for you?
Yeah, exactly. What's up, man?
I was wondering, when you Zeus, when you spawn in the opposition, does the level, you know, the intensity, the amount you send us at one time, is that determined by our turnout, or do you just basically go with what the server itself can handle?
Well, it's a bit of both, because if 4 of you show up for a mission that I planned for a platoon, like, I'm not gonna be like, well, fuck these 4 people. So yeah, it's based off of what shows up, because obviously if 50 of you got, remember that op we did with like 38 people, and fucking there was shit popping off everywhere? It was because, like, if we didn't have enough for 38 people, like, if Jazz spent a whole mission not shooting his gun, we'd never see him again. He'd never come back. So we have to make sure there's enough out there for everybody to get a piece. But also at a certain point, it's like, okay, like, way everybody's fun over the server's fans kicking in and taking flight because there's 150 enemies on the map at one time.
Fucking helicarrier server.
Yeah, like, NFO calls me and they're like, dude, alright, you need to stop. Like, could you not? So yeah, it's a bit of both. A little bit of A, a little bit of B.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But, so, with that in mind, guys, that's pretty much all I got. This is the end of the Vietnam campaign. I had a great time with you guys. So I feel like I'm never coming back. Yeah, gonna miss it. We can actually have Vietnam flashbacks now, like legitimate ones in game. Like we can no shit talk about our time in Nam.
I'm gonna change my fucking gamer tag to Lazarus. Like,
yeah, exactly. That's his that's the dancing animation. Yeah, he got hit by a little bit of something.
That's the morphine.
Let me get my victory cigar. No.
Fucking song.
Ah, son of a bitch, I don't have my victory cigar on this kid.
Work
Must be making an old bitch about being hated by society when we were 10.
I did not.
Damn it, I wanted to hear Riddle's comms.
Yeah, unfortunately I didn't record this one either, but dude, they were great. Yeah, I didn't record this one, because when I Zeus and try to record, it just doesn't go well.
I mean, it sounded good from my position.
Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, repo's gonna update, like we just said, so be ready to get that. I'm gonna post a video about how to get rid of my